for the YouTube streams. There's a really weird quirk where you can actually dual stream just on YouTube in vertical and horizontal from OBS all at the same time. Is that No Straight Roads? Heck yeah. I will tell you, No Straight Roads has one of the best soundtracks of a game released in the last few years. And between, just the overworld vibe music. Oh, before I forget also, NSR, your beloved. It's my turn, Python. Man, I love what Su-Ling Chen did for her work with this game. She is just chef's kiss. She does just such awesome work. And I mean, I know this is like her signature title with what really just blasted her to stardom as Mayday. And shout out to Zook as well. And DK West. The entire cast of this game is just so satisfying and delicious. Oh, before I forget, I need to make sure I don't miss my good night. So, Diamond, may you have a wonderful night. May you have beautiful dreams. May everything that opens in the mindscape of your palace be so vivid that you wish to hold it dear to your heart and carry it back into the hours of the waking. So, until we meet again, good night. And that is fair. I am experimenting with the verticals. So the verticals might change up for any y'all who are coming in from that side. Of course, Twitch, you're getting the classic experience. Y'all are getting everything, just full delivery. Okay, it's off now. I feel like a little shot now. Well, you know what? It's okay. We don't judge anyone based on their size here. This is a place to rest. So don't worry, Spampton G Spampton. You can recharge and get bigger and better than ever. You can pump it up to maximum girth once more. That clown around town, oh my god. We got some chaos coming in from all directions. I try to combine everything for y'all into the different chats. For a while I was even playing around with actually combining the physical chats, but that tends to get a little out of control because it's like so many things you gotta make sure are all mashed up into this. YouTube vertical, so yeah, as I'm talking about this, just kind of while we're getting warmed up, YouTube vertical is literally where you're streaming a shorts format canvas. So in the case of this, I've got the regular stream, which horizontal, what you see on Twitch, what you see on typical YouTube, and vertical is literally just a vertical canvas, which looks exactly like if you were watching a short or if you're watching TikTok. And so that's something because it's published in a different spot where your regular stream, you can see it, just click on a stream, but this actually gets sent off the shorts feed. So that's kind of the magic of that. Want to know something The drawing you were doing added a little someone as a squeaker, and I was gonna say, did you do another squeak? I did see the squeaker you showed me. Did you add in another squeaker? And hello, Jeans Dumb Nut. Oh my god, that's a name. Welcome in. Just say the word and I'll send the invite, Mihai. Spampton. Oh my god, man. Spampton always keeping the energy up because, of course, everything could be chill, everything could be vibe. Everything after we go up against 1010 is when everything starts to really chill out and relax. I am so excited. I just got the renovations done on the Zettaplex, and I am so excited to welcome you into the lounge. The artist I've been working with to make the lounge. And I say, Speaking of which, I need to talk to you about getting some more things ready. I said hey! Anyway, hello, you're up late. Marine's done most of our emotes for the channel since the start, and has been around for, sheesh, I know, SMH my damn head, I know, that's like my motto anymore. Everyone is like, Mihai, why do you do this? Can you be yeeted? Yes, you can, Daniela. Let me see if I can find you, because we got a busy, I know with all y'all coming in from the raid, I shall entertain y'all to the best of my ability. But yes, so one thing we do typically do is, of course, uppies. So your request, you can get the uppies. Only Infamous. Well, I can give you the uppies if you're a good boy today. Have you been a good boy, puppy boy? Yeet! Where are you, puppy boy? Where are you? Oh, there you are. Spamped and whammy mammy and only infamous. Oh my god. Are you like bosom buddies now? Will history say they were roommates? Can I get the roommates? He lies. He lies. What are you talking about? Marine, you literally have done almost all of the emotes since we started. Marine, shut. No, seriously. I, especially the artists here. So one of the things I'm very big on is promoting any of the work of any of our artists who ever joins. So, you know, Marine's done emote arc. She's done some of my looks. Tuxel has done a lot of different assets. Who else have we got? I know Jay was hanging out for a little bit, working on one of the new looks. Let's see. There you are. I still see you in there. Yeet! And of course, good nights get priority. Fuzzy Flanders, may you have a wonderful night. May you have beautiful dreams. May every dream that manifests in your mind palace be so wonderful, so vivid, that you can hold it close to your heart and carry it back into the hours of the waking. So until you return to the Zetta, I bet I'm your favorite night. And thank you for the follow there, Void the Speaker. I hope... Man, I appreciate y'all. I know it is late. And at least right now, doing a little chatting, I'm trying to think of what we're going to do tonight. I'm debating maybe Lumines, maybe... Oh, what else could we do? Maybe a little bit of a racing game in there. What else could I do? It's like you have infinite choices, and trying to pare it down to just what to do. I mean, Lumines is such a vibe. And especially, you know, as a game that you can kind of zone in, be able to play it, and just feel it. So one thing for a lot of y'all who are joining it, I like games that you can feel. I like games that got some kind of emotional impact, whether it be audio, visual. You're watching me on 2 devices, Connor Brock. Oh my god, thank you so much. Adapting to a night schedule. Just got a job working as a midnight stalker. Yeah, well... Be safe, and hopefully, you know, sometimes there's a beauty about the night, a sense of peace, even sometimes a sense of control. Because, of course, one of the nice things about the night is that you've often got the freedom where you don't need to deal with a lot of interruptions. You can hone in on whatever you need to do, whether it's art, whether it's a job. You can just vibe. And especially for some of y'all who just thrive off of the night energy. I love the night. It's the most beautiful time of day to me. From the moment you see the sunset, you get to see, in some places, that beautiful violet crown as all of the colors just fade away into darkness. It's peace. And then you see the cosmos open up. Partially stars, mostly void. Places you know you will never, never see. But you can dream of visiting everywhere. It's a magical time, night. Make sure I got the lights on in my studio, because Enhanced didn't go easy with the light effects. Oh my god, am I going to have my eyeballs melted out of my head? Oh my, how interesting. So that is a little thing. We do Lumines, just for any of y'all who are a little photosensitive. Anything that is ever made by Enhance, whether Tetris Effect, Lumines, Res Infinite, their Area X part, there's a lot of visual stuff going on. So it ends up being very colorful. Also, I realize, are my tits broken? My tits are broken. Let me fix my tits. What happened with my tits? Why are my tits not working? Oh my god. Man, all of y'all who came in from Jay, you're staring at my booba all night long, which, you know, man, shout out to the artist. But all of a sudden, like, oh man, then you come over for me and my actual tits aren't working. Heck. Your PC says you can play Terraria or Colony Sim. Come to me. Well, you know, here's the nice thing is, especially when you get those cozy games that you can vibe and chill out to and lull yourself away into a dream. Yes, Evan, I will get you in just a second. I am just rebooting my tits because they are acting up right now. What's happening with my tits? Ah! pink! My tits are hanging out. I can't believe this. Hold up. Oh no, I am so sorry. Oh, this is terrible. I can't believe I've done this. What did I do? No, don't quit my tits. I like my tits. Body positivity, everyone. There we go. That's what I needed to do. Beautiful. Well, now that we've gotten settled in, I think that should take care of that. Your battery saving button got turned off, spammed, and cranked up to 11. Yes, so you'll get... Congratulations on your download, Naya-chan. Perfect timing. Why is my video screen short? What do you mean about... You might be watching the vertical. So, you know, let me even check YouTube right now. I will get you in a second, Evan. I promise you I've not forgotten. And I will stretch my not tail in a moment. I don't know any of y'all are talking about tail. There's no tail. There's never been any tail. No tail whatsoever. My God, the tail slander. Any of y'all who had maybe come from Jay's stream and think you might have seen your tail, no, you didn't. There's no tail. No tail whatsoever. I can't believe y'all. Let's check the control room. See what is going on in there. Lower than a recommended bitrate. Vertical is going, so that's all set. Make sure that's good. Unless that once we go live, and okay, so I think you might just, if you're watching from the YouTube side,
Potassium!
thank you for that delicious potassium. We always love potassium, our queen of the internet. Make sure that we have all the potassium. It's time to bid me a great night or a bad night or a roaring night. Spampton, G-Spampton, you silly. Congratulations on your download, Infamous. Spampton, G-Spampton, a roaring night? You're not even gonna wish us a rory night? Not even a papyrus night? I can't believe you. This absolute disgrace. Ooh. And I see we got new artwork. So also, one of the things I do like to push for the Discord is we've got a wonderful channel where artists love to drop their stuff. And I will always encourage anyone, whatever stage you're at in art, please share your work. Put it out there for the internet to see. And indeed, I'm seeing Sin dropping artwork. I know Tuxel, who's working on her re-debut, was just dropping some teasers of a small fox. Teeny. A roaring night. Creepypasta scream. Anyone wake up at 3 in the morning and just think of the Sans Undertale music? Now, here's the question I would have for that. Are we talking like... Or are we talking like Sans vibe? Ow. Or are we talking like the song that might play when you fight Sans? I imagine probably like you're talking with Sans music, because if you're waking up to Megalovania at 3 o'clock in the morning to Sans Tumblr Sexy Man Undertale, Sans Gonna Mess With Your Wife Deltarune. I'd hope you're not waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning to because that feels like it might end up being a very bad time. That just tells me you wake up and you might have a bad time. Oh, let's see. Oh my God. Everyone, I just got a new offer. Let me read this to you. Hello, Mihai Zetta. We found your contact information and would like to offer you a partnership opportunity. Want to boost your Twitch income effortlessly? Oh my God, what a sale. Spampton G. Spampton, did you write this? Here's the deal. We send you 100 to 300 Prime subs, no strings attached. Next month, Twitch pays you and we simply split the revenue 50-50. What a deal. No contracts, no risks, and as our partnership grows, your monthly subs can reach $1,000 in value, and it's 100% safe and legal. Oh my God, what a deal. Do y'all think I should accept this deal? Do y'all think I should accept this totally legit and 100% legal deal? Or should I report this as spam? It's from a Gmail account. Accept the deal. I will Deal. All right. Thank you. 100 to 300 Prime subs. Oh my God. That's like more than 2. Oh, I can't believe it. The internet. No one lies to you on the internet. No one is ever trying to take advantage of you on the internet. I can't believe them. Oh, right. I need to get some uppies. Evan, where are you? Where are you? You wanted uppies. Where are you in the mix? I think I see you buried in here. You didn't call it night already, did you? Let's see. Evan. There's Toxa. There's JD. That is Beanie Beans. That is Connor. Bring in the YouTube side of things. There we go. Okay, that is one quirk. Is Stream Elements. Now I'm seeing all the YouTubers pop in, where it's like it'll only allow you to pull in people from one YouTube stream. Come on, where are you, Evan? Someone got that. Evan. There you are. Yes. All the uppies. Here, you know what? You get shoulder uppies. You get the shoulder uppies. So up we go. Riding along. Up to the Remy spot. Man, I am so excited when I get to finally invite y'all into the Zettaplex. It's looking good. Took a while, you know. One of the things when you are, I don't want to use ruler. That's a bit of a self-aggrandizing term, but when you come from a space that's liminal, not necessarily Euclidean, and everything is whatever you manifest in your mind. Sometimes it takes a little bit of focus to go, all right, how does this actually look for other people? Because when you can just tell someone, the world is exactly as you see it, what do you see? Yeet. Do you see an expansive abyss? Just horizons reaching out as far as you can see? Do you see a small enclosed space, like you're going through endless pools, like you're going through the back rooms? Do you see the coziest lounge, where you can rest and vibe and recharge? Who's ready? Oh, birthday uppie. Well, absolutely, JD. I can give you birthday uppies. Let me get you. Infamous, you got uppies. Let's see. Around and around and around we go. Man, I'm like so antsy right now because I'm so excited to share y'all some cool stuff. And of course, I'm trying to update my credits, so make sure to go check out some of the really cool artists, even if you don't necessarily know what they're doing yet, because I promise you, it's good. Still gonna steal my glasses? I can't believe you. I can't believe you. You're gonna steal my cool glasses? Well, I don't know. I might even give you my old ones if you want. If you're a good boy. Are you a good boy, Infamous? Have you been a good puppy boy? You are? You are a good boy. That's a good boy. Eat. Well, good boys do get their uppies, as do good girls. And then we go to the Flying Fox. Squeak! Marcus. Oh? Who's Marcus? Do we have a Marcus in here? Is there a Marcus we're referring to? Marcus Salvatore? I'll get you again, JD. You did get uppies, but oops, it happened. I didn't get notification. Strange, I didn't get a notification that we're about to go to ad time. I need to make something a bit more prominent with that. I'm reworking a lot of things for y'all. Awesome cover picture. Thank you. That was done by Tuxel. Tuxel has done some really awesome artwork and even some things I'm going to be revealing to y'all now. So it should be, well, not quite now, but soon. It's going to be nice. It's going to be a lot of fun. You're a good girl. You deserve uppies. I can do that for you too, Carrot. Yeet. Now, JD, since you were in ad hell, here you go. Get a little extra in there. Just a little. Birthday uppies. Happy birthday, Miss JD. Happy birthday, Miss JD. Oh, I realized I forgot to stretch as I was starting to do that. I don't know why my mind pivoted to thinking about stretching, almost like somehow they were emotionally and physically related. Yeet. Give me carrots, please. Where are you? There you are. I noticed it feels like a lot of y'all on YouTube who really like the uppies. Well, I am happy to oblige. I might try to figure out a way to clean up the chats and combine y'all, because one of the problems, there's one of two things that happen. And I've been trying to troubleshoot this, where either I combine the chats and usually they work well for the actual chat you see, but then over here in Chat Zone, it just starts going all kinds of crazy because it's double posting everything. It's a bit of a tricky relay, but as you can see right now for Chat Zone, I've got this combined for y'all, so this is literally everything all at once, and including the everything bagel. But, YouTube and Twitch actual chats are split up where I don't have the relay working for y'all. Yeet. But someone redeemed a stretch, and I think it is about time, so... Thank you. Sometimes you gotta rest your bones a little bit. Rest your circuits. Rest whatever it makes you up. Whoa, bro. Whoa. Whoa. Why are you whoaing like that? What? What? Did my stretching encourage you to stretch as well, Infamous, or are you implying something else? Unshrimp. Man. All of a sudden now you're making me wonder. Mihai, behave. What are you talking about? I'm literally stretching. If it sounds like something else to you, that's on you, my dude. That is on you. Don't make you get the cannoli. Is that a threat or an offer? Oh, I know what you mean. Infamous is threatening some toxic Italian yaoi. That's a little surprise that we'll have to reveal at some point. You have sent the Mihai Squeaker the Discord in you sent another Mihai Squeaker? Because I know there was the original. But we got a second one now, you know what? I wish I knew an easier way that I wasn't going to all of a sudden. There we go, little Squeaker. He is a little guy. Oh, sleepy Squeaker. You know what? I need to figure out an easy way to share things. Ooh, as Fuzzy Flanders. So you were the one who did full Furry J. Okay. You know what? I need to figure out an easy way to share things. I've got a little fear in my heart because I've been trying to get some ideas for how to change things up and, maybe like start sharing images, because I know while I don't specialize in art, I love to see what y'all are working on. Of course, if you all are comfortable with it being shared. So Connor, that is fair. The vertical went live first and is a little fiddly trying to figure out how to make live and horizontal both work. So yeah, jump on over. I know I can see your conversations either way. I see all the chats. I see everything. Let's bring, of course, with permission, are both of y'all okay with any images being shown? I think Fuzzy Flanders, you might have called it a night, but of course, Max, you okay with the Squeaker being shown? Let's add that in. Change my scene up. Need sleep, but you slept. Can you tell me what you were for Halloween? Probably. What were you, Daniela? Yes. Okay, we have consent. Let me pull that up. So, image 2. Let me pull up that little Squeaker. We've got a little guy right now. So, little backstory. All your little Squeakers have been mouse personas of some friends and individuals you like to tune into, so yeah, we got a sleepy Squeaker, helping you sleep off in your dreams. You are a banana. Potassium, I approve. Oh! Perfect! Everyone needs more potassium in this world. Nice. So we got a little Squeaker, and you know what? Fair enough. I'm totally just... I'm just stealing the bit right now. I'm sorry, Jay. I think you're still in here right now, because I think I saw you. Let me pull up stream avatars. I'm in spot. Good artist borrow, great artist steal. You get to dance. Not done, but it's all right. That is fair. You know what? It's even works in progress. And good night, Matthew. Have a good rest of the night. And what else did we see? Because there was one other artwork. I did see, so Fuzzy Flanders, I think you did call it a night, but in case you are still around. Other art that was being, large. Yes. A shark. A furry shark. Jay. So got that. And you know what, Duke, so may I share what you were working on? And hello, Dexter, how you be? Good afternoon, I think it is? I think Australia, it's like, what, 2:56 where you are? PM? I think. Fluffy Shark, which I was trying to think if this falls into Circle territory, because I know they are stylistic mashups of sharks. And I want to say dogs? You're nearly done. Hold on. Tukes are like, not yet, not yet, not yet. Well, I will not violate that. Now, let me check my sources all of a sudden. All right. That's what I was looking at. So we got that. And then I know I'd shared some little teasers. I haven't shared the J teaser yet, but in case y'all are looking for the new look. I'm really looking forward to sharing this with y'all. It's Arvo. 4:56, cause, okay, so I'm doing the math in my head. 16-hour time difference. Jinkies. Jay, cause I know I'd seen your J Squeaker, Max. I know I'd seen that one in your group. A Limbus Company character, eh? A Limbus Company character. Big tail! What are you talking about, Naya-chan? Naya-chan, no. You see, there is no tail. I don't know what you're talking about. You look closely. Look behind. You see, there is no tail. There is no tail. That is just artifacting. That is just pixel work. I don't know what you're talking about. I swear, any of y'all, especially any of y'all who think you've seen a tail, you've seen nothing. There is absolutely no tail. Nothing whatsoever. I don't know what y'all are talking about with tails. I don't have a tail. You have a tail. Oh no! Break it out, that diva tail. A scythe? I mean, a scythe would be a cool weapon to have. They you know, it's funny. They say that, I'm a liar? No, I'm not a liar. I'm not a liar, I'm a sussy baka. You dig? Also, boop. Yeet. Put that away for a little bit. I don't know what you're talking about. No tails. No tails whatsoever. Just a weird decoration that happens to, you know, swish around, loop around, no tail, none whatsoever. Art that is, in fact, funny. Man. You can do a perfect Mario voice because you're Italian, which is funny because the voice actor of Mario up until recently was French. But anyway, everyone can hop in and, you know, channel their inner Italian that, hello, it's me, Mario, woohoo! Okie dokie, Luigi, ho tutto rimetto sotto il rimetto. Babies! Well, at least his last name is French. So Charles Martinet, the voice of Mario, you know, since 1995? Yeah, because I want to say 1995. His first one was a Mario games collection that he did, and then Super Mario 64, as well as a whole trade event. I think Thomas Game Docs, she had done an awesome expose on the origins of Charles Martinet as the voice of Mario, since he had a few before that. Lou Albino, he had Mark Gralla, who gave us the infamous, you know, all toasters, toast. A man who, the game Hotel Mario, which has been canonized, it's been put up on a it's been put up on an Olympian pedestal of shitposting on the internet for one man who had to voice like 3 different characters. He had to voice Mario, Luigi, and Bowser in this mess of a Philips CDI game. Would I rather voice as Bowser or Dr. Eggman? Oh, that's a tough one. For emotional connection, Bowser. I mean, Bowser is a big, dorky, socially awkward goobus or goober, I guess I should say. But he is a goober where it's like, he is so simping for his lady the entire time. He is drawing art of her the entire time. And you know, the problem is Bowser can't communicate. So for all the times where it's, hey Peach, you wanna come to my place sometime? Come on, Peach, come to my place. I'm picking you up at night.
Bowser, Toadstool Koopa, you need to talk. Like, ask first. I'm not in the mood today.
Oh. Do you know, maybe make plans for like tomorrow?
Yes, Bowser Koopa. Tomorrow sounds good.
So I'll pick you up around 8?
In the clown car.
Yes! But the thing about Dr. Eggman, here's what I'll say, is particularly for some of the original portrayals. The Long John Baldry out! The Long John Baldry, Dr. Robotnik, where everything was iconic and just accentuated to the highest degree. The greatest villain in all of Mobius. Scratch! Grounder! Touch my pingus! The train is late! You metal morons! Why can't you capture that infernal hedgehog? There'd be a lot of fun to voicing Dr. Eggman. He's had a lot, man. It's really sad that to date, now, Bowser has had many fewer voice actors. That Kenny James has been covering him in the video games for as long as I can remember. And, you know, you've got Jack Black now in the movies. Mark Rowett technically was in Hotel Mario, and then you've got just some sound libraries that were used for things like Super Mario 64. So Bowser, all of his voice actors, still to this date, as far as I know, are still around. Robotnik, or Dr. Eggman, sadly, we lost Long John Baldry. We lost Dean Bristow. Mike Pollock is still going strong. And now we've got, I guess in a way... Actually, you know what? Maybe Dr. Eggman has done better, because, you know, Jim Cummings, he's still doing well. I feel like there was someone different in Sonic Underground, but that one's a little fuzzy for me. But he's had multiple voice actors who passed younger. I know. I especially knowing how art has been a thing with Bowser Jr. going all the way back to Mario Sunshine. Seeing Bowser suddenly get into visual art is adorable. Because already, Bowser, as Nintendo has grown him since about when did Super Mario RPG come out? I want to say that was 1995 or 1996. Ever since they decided to really start building up his character and showing his vulnerability where, you know, he plays a tough game, but he is just a dorky goober mess the moment he loses his bravado. But now, how they've canonized, where he's throwing rock and roll parties for his entire kingdom. He's, you know, putting on all these concerts. He's a musical, he's a musical prodigy. Well, maybe musical prodigy is not the right word, but at least he's great at music. He can sing. Bowser's an asshole. He has not learned, bro. He's not got social skills. But the passion and love that he shares for his underlings, even just down to little details, like I forget if it was the Origami King or one of the games, where they show even one Goomba who falls behind, he's like running back to snatch this little dollop up and just go, nope, you're coming back. No Goomba left behind. So, no, I love what Nintendo has done with Bowser, and just, And also a small voxel. Let me load up voxel. Properties. There we go. So, as we were talking about things, voxel. So this is what Tuxel's been working on for her redesign. And yes, we've got a little girl. New look. Got the colors worked out. Because I was going to say, was this intended to be a mini model or is this just intended to be a sprite? We love... It's 2. How is it already turning light out? Light at 2 o'clock in the morning? Nani? Are you like really far north or south, Daniela? Huh. How did I feel when he's... So I love... Junior is a little shit. He is an adorable brat, and I trust that they're going to do good with his character. I mean, if anything, Nintendo is so... what's the word I'm looking for? Controlling with a more positive connotation of their characters. So they make sure Bowser, there are no weird versions of Bowser. There are no, and also, in case anyone's watching the vertical. I should probably look at my vertical preview. Okay, yeah, it's not shown on the vertical just because I have to make a whole nother source that matches that. But this is what y'all are seeing on the standard stream. So, yeah, on the verticals, I'm trying to figure out, because you, essentially, if, little lesson for any of y'all who are trying to multi-stream like this, Atom Vertical is an amazing plugin that gives you a lot of capability where you can stream horizontal, you can stream vertical. You can essentially mirror your canvas perfectly to send everything on over. It won't quite look right. Like, as any of y'all who have ever tried to make a TikTok or a YouTube short know, you gotta figure out how to format things differently so you can focus. Oop. What is that? Oh, wait, actually, hang on a tick. Is that... Now I gotta figure out how I can save stickers, but I didn't realize that was... No, actually, I did realize that. My mind is fried. That was your tail that you did make. The tail... You're in the place they call Canada. Oh, Canada, we drink Tim Hortons now. Fair, okay, so you are much farther north. So, okay, that makes, although, wait a tick, because then you would have shorter days depending on how far north in Canada you are. Huh, interesting. I did not say tail, not a chance, stop. I'm not talking about tail, you're talking about tail. Enough of this tail, why are you talking about tail? I can't believe you, there's no tail. The tail does not exist. Everyone trying to act like I actually have a tail. What are you talking about? I don't care what you've seen anywhere else. There is no tail. Y'all really want my tail. You all really want my tail. Y'all really love my tail cheeks. I can't believe y'all. On his defense, he was talking about that. Exactly, I was talking about that Tuxel wag wag. And then some J-wags in there. Man, I love seeing different people's emotes. I know I was laughing one night because I know a few of y'all had popped in when we were doing a stream, and just suddenly my entire chat is dancing goobuses. Rainbow dancing goobuses while we're playing Tetris Effect, as it's just an entire rave of a stream, and I'm just like, I love this. This is adorable. It'd be so... Jay, like, man, it'd be so crazy if I had a tail. Golly, just imagine that. He says, conspiratorially, T laughs. Here come the goobuses. You will wag your tail in front of my face. Well, how rude. Yeah, that's fair. I know, it's one of those interesting things. So, of course, looking out into the world from this dream world. And good night, Evan. Have some wonderful dreams. Teehee, he says, suspiciously. Knowingly. Knowingly of what? I don't know. I need to play Lumines and we have another rave party. Oh, do we need to get the we need to get the raving chameleons when we move on to that. Was that pixel art supposed to be a new model of yours? The pixel art. Maybe a little teaser. my VTuber mama had been cooking very well. Avi Yoruma is an awesome, gorgeous artist. And she works some magic to help me with a little rebirth. And so, next step in line, I was going to say, technically, are you a VTuber dad for me, Jay? I'm thinking about this going, I feel like, so, little spoiler, minor little spoiler. I'm going to tell y'all a secret. Jay is doing my new PNG tuber, as well as some YouTuber assets. And they're going to be hot. I got good genes from my mom and my dad. I know. He chimes in like, I'm your dad. Son. Father. I feel like we need to have a Bowser and Bowser Jr. moment right now. I mean, you know what? I'll just tie my hair back. I'll tie my hair back like Bowser Jr., just high ponytail. It's just like,
I'll protect you to the end, Dad. Papa, you're the best. We just need Mama Peach now to make it a big, happy family. Ha ha!
That's my boy, Junior. Do your papa proud. Oh my god. I love how Bowser has gotten so... Jay was going to be horizontal. I mean, you can be horizontal and still tune in. I mean, that's one of the fun things, especially when you're in chat zone, is just, you know, you can be horizontal and just fall asleep. Just drift away. Drift away. While here in the garden, let's play a game. This is how the story ends. Can't remember the full song, but also shout out to my homie Steven Universe, who is coming back with full force. Everyone who's been mashing Steven Universe up with irredeemable villains, and it's just like, Steven Universe. Oh yeah. No, so yeah, minor spoilers. What we're doing first are a few YouTuber sprites. So doing those so I can start doing some more things, get the new look ready to go there, and then the PNG tuber. And of course, please, you fear you got to stress. Of course, no. I know now's when I'll start kind of chilling things out a little bit, so make sure to rest your eyes. Treat yourself to a nice, I was about to say a warm glass of milk is always a nice thing I think of for drifting away. Or you could always have a little, you know, dream juice. Or, as we were talking in chat a little bit earlier, the power of caffeine on the ADHD tinged, where caffeine is typically understood, of course, as something that will wire you and will keep you awake. But for those who have faced any kind of ADHD struggles where your mind is so chaotic and all over the place, the caffeine will start to make things line up and calm you down. So in some cases, caffeine, especially if you're one who likes to prepare it in a very methodical way. Like, let's talk pour over for a second. We're going to talk Java. How you've got so many ways you can do it. You can do your classic drip machine, you can do espresso, you can do a mocha pot, or you could do something like a pour over, which there are such wonderful ways to make coffee where, you know, it's almost like, think of kind of how the Japanese treat a tea ceremony, where you have steps and processes where you do it, where you take your beans, you grind them to your consistency, you then prepare them, you make sure there's a little... Well, before I get too far into everything, I've got another stretch request, so... Thank you for reminding me to stretch. Get everything flowing in the bottom. Bottom body! What the... Oops. Stretch your bum! Stretch your nut tail. I guess, you know, that is actually getting everything flowing in the bum if you're stretching a tail, not that I have one. But... Oh my god. Wow, I'm a mess. You identify as a chair. Fair enough. You were famous once at Otakon once upon a lifetime. Yes, I know I stretched my tail cheeks. Actually, scratch that. That's got a very different context. Oh no, I'm getting everyone in trouble. So full disclosure for everyone. General guidelines is expect spicy humor. So, in case anyone hears anything of like, hey yo, 18 plus, behave yourself. Not going to be flashing too much tail on stream, but we can have a little bit of silly comedy for y'all's entertainment. What was I saying? Coffee. So, Java. The act of preparing Java. So let's talk about pour over for a second and how it can be a very methodical thing. But, Mihai Zetta, 2025 probably. Oh God, who do we have jiggling in chat right now? Oh, I don't know that one. Sketch232, shake it. Who is that streamer? You dreaming BT Tubs? Ooh, where can I see that, Daniela? Thank you, by the way. Blue Rose 919. I'm like, yeah, I don't recognize that. I don't know if I recognize that streamer butt. And who else do we have? We have a we have Callus butt. Okay, I was gonna. So I think I recognize his stuff at least. But anyway, Java, caffeine. So the act of a pour over. Grind your beans, of course, to a nice consistency. There's stuff like I could send y'all off to James Hoffman on YouTube, who goes into all kinds of coffee nerd stuff and has just good production value on top of that. But in our dream world, we grind our coffee, and you can take the beans that are of your choice. I've actually started to like light roast Java more in recent years, because it's something, it has a brighter flavor, get some more fruit kind of stuff in there. Dark roast, you get a lot of coffee tastes like coffee. Getting chocolate, getting earthy flavors, getting dark things, black currant. Oh, it is, okay, it's Sketchy Raven, that's who I recognize now. I was trying to think, because I know there is Sketchy Dot, I should say. And I was forgetting about Sketchy Raven, who I think, where did I see Sketchy Raven? I think Sketchy Raven, that's right. Sketchy Raven was in one of Jay's streams. Okay. The invite code, so Connor, the invite code is not working. Interesting. So I'm going to drop that in there. Let me drop that in there. Because it should be Zettaplex.rocks. So you should get access using that link I just shared right now. Peppermint syrup to your coffee. That it's less silly than you think, because one of the things, there's a lot of flavors that can complement coffee, especially when you're trying to get a sweeter kind of coffee. So, of course, Starbucks peppermint mochas. Oh yes, 'tis that season. Trade in your pumpkin spice. We're gonna go for We're gonna get. Bleh. I can't talk right now. Starbucks doing Starbucks shit, but peppermint can be a very complimentary flavor, because peppermint and chocolate already go very well together. And y'all have heard some of my tirades whenever you get the balance wrong, whenever you get things like mint chocolate chip, where it's just, okay, you're just eating too much mint. It overpowers things. But mint as a garnish. Hello, I Shaw Randomly. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Make yourself comfortable. We're talking Java. We're talking peppermint. We're talking silly things. Shorter than you, eh? What the that voice change. I mean, every now and then I can it takes a little bit, but we can chill out. We can relax. You like iced coffee with caramel. Fair. What did you join into? Content. You joined into content. This is our little late night hangout, where I'm here to just entertain y'all as you start to drift away into a dream world. Talking about art, talking about coffee, talking about tails and ass limbs. Where are you, Infamous? You're exactly where you need to be. You've been teleported, you're welcome. How many tabs did you have open when you drifted into this stream, eh? So, and here's another thing. Like, it's always interesting. Coffee, and also, for any of y'all who are able to consume, thank you for the follow, by the way. For anyone who's able to consume coffee and alcohol, it's understandable. 13 tabs, fair enough. You know, sometimes you hit a point where you've just got 50 tabs open, so many things to distract your mind, and you're just looking for that escape. That's where I come in. I'm here to help you drift away into a dream. Just open your mind and allow yourself a chance to step off, to fly away, and to find a place where you can rest your mind. Maybe even find some peace. All I ask in return is a memory. It could be one you hold dear. It could be one that you were trying to get away from. Just a little something to hold on to. You can stay as long as you need. But, welcome. Any way to share your VTuber model? So I'll say, Connor, probably the Discord is the best place. While I can probably pull things from social media, I know Discord I've got in focus, so it is easier for me to see things on Discord than it is on social media, just because there's only so many windows I can pull up concurrently in different places. But 10 tabs open, I usually... Man, now y'all got me wondering how many tabs. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 12. 13. 14. 16, 17. Okay, 17. Not bad for me. My queen. You are loved and appreciated, Roxanne Wolf. No, there's a time where sometimes the tabs just get out of control, and before you realize it, you've got 50, 60, 70 tabs that you've just all set aside. And trying to work out that flow where it's just like, what was I coming back to? I don't remember. No judgment, of course. If anything, you might make your computer scream, but... One second, let me make sure. I gotta take care of a little businessman business. Well, just a little bit of businessman business. Hello, Medicine Minibot, come on in. 3 Google Doc tabs, 1 Magma tab open, fair. 3 YouTube tabs, Pinterest tab, 1 color palette tab, and 1 new tab. Fair, that's a good assortment. That's a very reasonable artist assortment of things. Sorry that I'm distracting you all with businessman business. It's funny. So yeah, I'm stealing a term for a second. Is that some people businessman business is like, all right, here, have some booba for a client, and my businessman business is. Since your laptop is touchscreen, you do not have a drawing tablet. Oh, okay. I will say, I do think it is nice to have a stylus for precision, but fair enough. I was telling a story once. So, once upon a lifetime ago, there's a game where I had done some sprite artwork. And at the time, I did not have a tablet. Now, most of the art that I do a lot of sketchy stuff, primarily. Usually, graphite's what I like to work with. But anyway, what was I going to say about that? I normally do sketchy stuff, and I did not have a tablet at the time. And I was working on a collab video game with someone, and they suddenly said, all right, well, you want to do some sprite artwork? Sure. Now, here's the kicker. We were coming up with a bunch of items to add into this game. This was a game where we're adding in a bunch of useful items, stuff that was practical use, and then stuff like you could throw in your inventory a model train set. You could throw in a aesthetic bust of David. You could throw in an album. You could throw in scissors. You could throw in a balloon. And content warning, I decide to throw out the idea. All right, so now we're gonna get silly. We can throw in any item. We're gonna make one of the carryable items a dragon dildo. This was right after Five Nights at Fuckboys had been released, and all of a sudden it was just a meme in my head of Mangle being like, but I need it, no, but I need it, but I need it, no. Freddy, my child, please buy me an esoteric sex toy. Mangle, what the fuck? So I throw out this idea of like, teehee, this is a funny thing. And the creator looks at me and goes, you're doing the sprite artwork for it. So here I'm going to teach you how you can set up nearest neighbor for scaling so you can do your reference. Dreamworld is wild already. I just threw everyone into the pool with that one. But I, at the time, was using primarily a ThinkPad laptop, which ThinkPads, IBM or Lenovo, they have a little red eraser track point, or as some might call it, a nipple mouse. So you're using your finger, moving it around very cautiously, and I was doing sprite artwork using this little nipple mouse. And just, the precision, which surprisingly, track points are really good for precision. And I think in some cases they're more comfortable than trackpads. But any artist, y'all know, you start getting either carpal tunnel, repetitive motion injury. You start getting things where they're a little sore because it's just, you're using the same muscles more and more and more and going, ow, 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 okay, ow, sore. But I made that sprite artwork of that esoteric sex toy that was to be put in this video game. Perfect. Pixel perfect. Shading excellent. I had open a VPN in multiple tabs just because God only knows what was, keeping an eye on my network traffic. But the creator looked at it and just said, well, this is going in the game. She held it up and just said, you know what? This is art. So that's my fun little stream of how I learned to do sprite artwork, and how I also put a very, very silly and not very YouTube-friendly item into a video game. That was then used by people who did a review of the game, And then just, of course, it was the thing they immediately gravitated towards. And decided to spell out the word but using this sprite. Which I just look at and go, this is art. This is what you came for. This is quality. And I will say, 4:11, I think it is objectively fair to say that that is short. And, yeah, I think based on most standard heights, it is fair to say that that is short. Not to judge one way or another, but peak. I know. I don't know if I would actually show that on screen, because all of a sudden I'm going, I feel like that might be pushing some guidelines. I'm not going to make like Croc and accidentally flash my Croc on stream, but it was a very, it was an experience. I might share the game sometime. I feel like I'm going to have ID checks when I do, because of course I want to make sure you know that everything, make sure y'all behave. But, standing at 5'3", okay. Watching, well, hello, Childish Onigiri. Although I will say, there's so many wonderful independent coffee shops that I hope you have a chance to check out. Oh, hold on. This is my business.
Beep it. Delicious. It is rich in moisture. I hope you're having a wonderful night.
There we are. I'm good. I've got my own beverage, but thank you, Childish Onigiri. I'll be honest, I don't drink Starbucks. In this dream world, I've certainly got access to many other kinds of Java. UV? Oh, that's right. So fun little factoid. Now that we're switching away from our ASMR segment. Tixel's been working on a UV version of her VTuber. So, you know, that's always one of the fun things when it comes down to someone's creativity. is seeing what ideas do you have in mind. Hello there, Mar. Well, you certainly get uppies. How you be? You came in right after the ASMR segment. Are you enjoying your night? Are you having a beautiful dream? Well, of course, don't stay up too late, as I know you often have to be up early, but I am always happy to help you drift away into a dream. A beautiful, beautiful dream. Oh, the Iron Pipe ASMR. That has been... It's been a minute since I did that. Yeet. I'll give you a quick little upbeat childish Shonigiri. So, I use something in my world, Lanza shampoo. They got some good stuff. It's nice. It's luscious. You did go to sleep early and you just woke up. Lanza makes some good stuff. Oh no, shit. I'm not using Pantene. No. I will use the good stuff. You gotta take care of a mane. Pantene will wreck your hair. No, anything that's got sodium lauryl sulfate, unless you need to use a cleansing shampoo for one way or another, like if you're trying to strip out color or trying to really get a lot of nasty grime, you want to use something that's gentler, because otherwise you will just dry your hair out. As sodium lauryl sulfate is a detergent, and a lot of the stuff that's got all this repairing, healing shit, no. It's still got sodium lauryl sulfate, which is sulfates are what will break the keratin in your hair, strip it of any of the oils that are healthy to have. I've heard that some of the L'Oreal Professional stuff can be good. You know, there's a whole bunch of tiers, and even sometimes you see the memes of the men's 13-in-1 cleaner, where you'll get the guy who infamously uses the shampoo, conditioner, degreaser, face wash, body wash, foot wash, private wash, moisturizer, cooking oil, and enema all in one. And, you know, then there's the meme of you got this 13-in-1 nightmare product, and then you've got the cabinet full of 9 million specialized serums and shampoos and conditioners and deep conditioners and so on and so forth. So I'll say, yeah, Lanza, Framesi, those are some nice ones. They also have a lot less harsh chemicals as well. So stuff that even, you know, it's interesting if you're looking at shampoo brands. So, of course, whatever I can get in my own little dream world. But whenever I'm not just using fully organic magics. Green aqua ghost roots with your normal black hair. Look, we got Galaxy Wolfstar dancing. Hello. Hi. Oh my god. As I've been like managing other things in the background. Oh, I'm always an actor. I will be an actor, I will be an entertainer till the day that I am no longer of this plane of existence. So, aside from a time where, yes, I needed to step back for, well, I won't talk about that. I will always be here to entertain y'all, and hopefully breathe joy into your life so that it can hopefully be something that'll fulfill your dreams and wonderful memories. Can I be a zaddy? Oh, I can be a zaddy. I mean, isn't that already one of my typecasts, to be a zaddy? I mean, someone once pointed out what I am in some worlds is an ancient Silver dragon. Which I was about to make a silver fox joke, but I'm not sure. Silver dragon, silver fox. I feel like I'm mashing up the personas with that one. I don't know what appearance you're talking about, but yes. I am always here to entertain. Shadow Fox. So I will say, Connor, I'm not sure. I know. So, Mark, may I show? So, as we've got some art that's been going on, do I have permission to show your skull dog? Because a lot of the creators who are very good friends. Thank you, Daniela. Hey, I'm happy that I'm not just a hypnotic voice. You know, gotta have a little beauty in this world. But I know, Mar, right before you popped in, was showing a little bit of artwork, and I don't know if you either wanted to share the skull dog that your friend had been working on. Let's see. Born with naturally curly hair. Hell yeah, you can share it. Okay. Hopefully the size is good, as we got little Tuxel. And let's see, who is the artist that you attributed that to? Coultergeist. CVLT. There we go. Let's pull up a skull dog. Meow. Ta-da. Which I gotta say, so for anyone with Mar, a lot of theming around Dia de los Muertos. And yes, we always respect someone who finds a good persona look. So yeah, skull dog. Just licks the jaw and goes, "Me gusta." Just wants a bone. Tasty bone. Tasty bone. Okay. Businessman business comes in. Well, good luck getting into college. Hopefully that all goes well. I know. So, really loving to see. I just share art. Share something dear to yourself. One of those beautiful things is just to put something creative out there. Whether you're performing as something. I think I missed that then when Bones said. Bones being another artist who has done a lot of stuff, especially in the Farfetch'd fandom. So, yeah, Bones, you will definitely see her work around. I feel like I haven't seen her stream in a minute, but Bones being another artist who's a friend of the channel. And, yeah. We got a lot of good artists. So, I was going to say it was by... Let me look up Coultergeist to give them a little link in the chat on twitter.com or X, as it is. Let's see. Combite. Are they? Okay, they're on Insta. Instagram. Let me pull up them on Insta. Which, of course, Insta is more of a pain in the ass to link, but you know what? We will go to the effort. If it'll let me link, there we are. So for anyone looking for another artist. Oh, do I know Wicked? Do I know Wicked? And goodness knows the wicked's lives are lonely. Goodness knows the wicked cry alone. It just shows when you're wicked, you're left only on your own. Yes, goodness knows the wicked's lives are lonely. Goodness knows the wicked die alone. Nothing grows for the wicked, they're left only on their own. Wicked is one of my absolute favorite musicals. And the work that Steven Schwartz did for that, it is... I would dare say, Wicked the musical is the most dear story to my heart. And, you know, in many cases, in not many performances actively come to the dream world. But Wicked is one of the only shows I have seen twice. Because one of the beautiful things about musicals is to experience that memory in the time that it happens and save it. And that live performance, even, for as many nights as a musical will be performed, it will never be the exact same. That moment is a one of a kind. So you hold on to that like a precious jewel. And with that, it's also got one of the most impactful stories. Because the story in the subtext, as you follow Elphaba, Glinda, the genuinely awful world of Oz. Because let's be real, one of the things that the story really goes to show is this world where everything is veneer, everything is glitz and glamour, everything is this perfect, on the surface, wonderful world. But like every family, they had their secrets. How I hate to go and leave you lonely. That's alright, it's only just one night. But know that you're here in my heart while I'm out of your sight. Have another drink, my dark-eyed beauty. I have one more night left here in town. So have another drink of green elixir, and we'll have ourselves a little mixer. Have another little swallow, little lady, and follow me down. Don't you just love cheaters? Amazing the trauma that cheaters can cause. We wish a happy misery on cheaters. Except in this case, it was green instead of blue and gold. Morpho, I'll say, if you ever get... In fact, I feel like it was around your way about a year ago. I forget if it was this year or last year where it was traveling around your way from when you had mentioned where you were. But it is easily the most impactful musical I have ever seen. And I'd say if I have 4 musicals that I will put at my top: Wicked, Beauty and the Beast, Moulin Rouge, and The Lion King. Those are the 4 that I would put as my absolute pinnacle of both so excellently done and so artistically and visually stunning, musically wonderful, just satisfying through and through. Wicked is my absolute peak, and the one that nothing has aged. And I'll say Moulin Rouge as another story that is so near and dear to my heart. It is one that it fills me with the passion of a bohemian. The Lion King is a tour de force of magic. Ow, 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 and concussions. Ow. And The Lion King, I feel like The Lion King is objectively peak Disney, And then Beauty and the Beast of subjectively most emotionally impactful Disney. If that makes any sense for y'all. But Wicked just combines everything. And also, I'm actually gonna throw this out to y'all. So as I gotta ask the question, where would I see myself in Wicked? Who do you all see me as in Wicked? Who do you see me as? In Wicked. Is there a certain character? Combination of characters? It's always an interesting thing because a lot of times people will have perceptions of what they think they fit. But I think it's more fun to flip the camera and just find out, what does everyone else see? I don't want to say any names because I don't want to color that, but I am curious. Mar, you say Fiero. You feel I'm dancing through life, skimming the surface, gliding where turf is smooth. Nothing's fraughtless when you're thoughtless. Those who don't try never look foolish. Dancing through life, mindless and careless. Make sure you're aware less trouble is rife. No one's bleeding. How's the last bit go again? Let me refresh myself on the lyrics. The Lion or Fiero, eh? Now here's a problem whenever you get a movie adaptation. I'm getting all the movie shit instead of what I actually want, which is the musical version. Yes, I am a stubborn purist like that. Let's see. Which I get it if you enjoy, because I'll throw an exception in there. There we are. Where do we find that? Dancing through life, mindless and careless. Make sure you're aware less trouble is rife. Woes are fleeting, blows are glancing when you're dancing through life. Let's go down to the Ozdust Ballroom. We'll meet there later tonight. We can dance till it's light. Find the prettiest girl, give her a whirl. Right on down to the Ozdust Ballroom. Come on, follow me. You'll be happy to be there. Dancing through life, mindless and careless. I just screwed that up because I didn't go through the lyrics. But anyway, dancing through life. So some of y'all see Fiero. Interesting. I'm not going to color anything. Oh, Beetlejuice is another awesome one that's up there. And I'm going to say that although I named my top 4, quote unquote, there are some ones where you go, it's like a rounding error of just how much they impact you. Beetlejuice is another awesomely done musical. And it's also fun because the rock musicals, they get weird, they get funky. And you know, Beetlejuice is a shitlord. Beetlejuice, ever since his original inception, he's an asshole, he's a trickster, and whether you grew up with live action Tim Burton Beetlejuice, whether you grew up with animated Beetlejuice, whether you have had musical Beetlejuice as your entryway into the character, each one is a different flavor. And that's the fun thing of something like Beetlejuice to go, each interpretation of Lydia and her family is different. Each one is either more endearing or, you got the original where he's just a straight up gross creep. And the fact the musical, minor spoilers, even pokes fun at this where it's like, you get the line where he's like, my underage bride, when he's singing about a wedding song going, they can at least laugh at how absolutely terrible some of the plot of the original movie was. So, and that's a beautiful thing, is just, Yes, my name is Mihai Zetta. Bro is a freak. Yeah, Beetlejuice is terrible. He's one of those characters where you just look at him and go, there is nothing redeeming about you. You are awful. You are disgusting. You're a complete creep. But enjoying the character for being terrible. Not getting into woobifying him, because at least most people with Beetlejuice, they go, no, Beetlejuice is unredeemable. Oh my God. Mar, you're terrible. He's a Minecraft YouTuber. I mean, he's not blue with a thing for gold, but you know what? He's close enough. Maybe. No, I was gonna say not like Sky does Minecraft either. He doesn't have enough charm for that. Or he has more charm than Sky does Minecraft. Teehee, cancelled. Which, by the way, yes, Sky does Minecraft is in. I'm going to throw all the shade at someone like that. There's unfortunately some terrible individuals. I'm not going to bring the mood down. Anyone who's a creep, anyone who's a predator, anything like that, protect yourselves out there. Don't let anyone be sending weird stuff in your DMs. Don't let anyone be... I'm not going to get on that topic. There's unfortunately a lot of creeps out there who have been in that world. I know, I wish a bald and sterile ending. And some of them can't get another tonsillectomy, but I think a tracheectomy would do them good. Anyway, onward and upward. I'll say there are another one I'll throw out there is Chicago. And Chicago is my weird exception, because Chicago is the one that I will say, a musical that the film is the peak version. Because with Chicago, I love it when we start talking about toxic individuals and it's like, all right. We wish them bald, we wish them sterile, we wish them an unsuccessful tonsillectomy and a very successful tracheectomy. We wish them explosive doo-doo when they're stuck in traffic and frequent sneezing. Oh my God. And of course, more baldness. More baldness. Well, let's just say, unfortunately, people who have repeat behaviors have a very bad habit of changing. But anyway, onward and upward. Happiness. Chicago. Women's Wrongs. The musical that advocates for women's wrongs. No, childish onigiri. I am very faithful to people. I do not cheat. I am not bald. I don't harass people's relationships. I'm not going bald anytime soon. There's a correlation between people who respect boundaries and people who go bald. Inverse, I should say. Hairspray or Heathers? Hairspray is another one in there. So anyway, Chicago. Chicago is that weird exception where I'll go, the movie is the peak of it. Because the movie, as a musical in film, there are things that cannot be done in the live production. That the movie can make these jumps back and forth between real life and these characters' vaudevillian fantasies as engaging as possible and just snappy. Here's what Roxy is experiencing in real life, and now here's her song and dance number. Here's Mama Morton, the warden, who is a hard ass like women. This is prison. And then you get, when you're good to mama, mama's good to you. And Roxy, you could get into so many interesting character stories. And thank you very much. If there's any way in which I've helped you in this year, little message in YouTube, I'm glad. That's what all I care about is entertainment and healing. And something that uplifts you in one form or another. Batty. Batty means crazy. Batty means insane. Batty means, in some way, you're nuts. Slang for that. But, yeah, for Chicago, I mean, every character is awful. Roxy, obviously, has murdered someone who she cheated on her husband with and who promised that he could get her into show business. Well, you know, sanity is a scale, but that's another discussion. You've got Billy Flynn, who's just taking people's money and then taking full advantage of the press to be able to get everyone free of murder charges. You've got Velma Kelly. She murdered her sister and her lover because they were having a tryst on her. There's a lot of cheating in Chicago. It's ironic that Chicago is one of my favorite things, despite the fact that cheating is a main plot point. But it's one where you can at least suspend the disbelief. Openly sing, "Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they both, oh yes, they both, oh yes, they both reach for the gun, the gun, the gun, the gun. Oh yes, they both reach for the gun, for the gun. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they both, oh yes, they both, oh yes, they both reach for the gun, 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 the gun. Both reach for the gun." No, I love Chicago. And you know, it's like in the end, because everyone is so terrible, and yet you just kind of laugh and go, "Oh, you." It's the one where you go, you don't need to, you can suspend the disbelief of how everyone is an awful character in real life. And yet, you know, Roxy and Velma get their new starts as a duo. And literally make a show out of being convicted murderers. The one person I do feel sorry for is Amos, because, you know, I mean, Amos, he's been cheated on and manipulated by his wife. He was lied to about being the father of her child in this little gambit that she made to get herself favor with the press. Amos deserves so much. I mean, unfortunately, Amos is dunked on. There was a certain character I was going to name. Amos is that character of the cast, where he is the punching bag. I'm not going to say which. But Amos, at least, you know, he's still, Mr. Cellophane is still a very heartfelt moment where you are still reminded for all of these scoundrels that you're encouraged to cheer for because they are the protagonist scoundrels. Amos is still there through all of it. And he is still such a faithful husband. Be like, even though you've been terrible to me, you literally cheated on me. You've thrown me into this emotional trauma. He's still there, which I'm going to say is not healthy. But this is the story of Chicago. So, of course, if someone cheats on you, if someone's emotionally manipulating you, if someone's having an affair and trying to drag you along for the ride, especially if they ever attempt to try and make you forgive your cheaters. I speak like I have some experience with this. Don't do that in real life. But we can enjoy the laughs. I'm glad you all have enjoyed some stuff that's been out there recently as well. So, that makes me happy. A Lucario body pillow that's not safe for work. Fair. I will not judge. If anything, it's funny. I think there was some conversation where we were talking dakimakuras, body pillows, waifu pillows, whatever you want to call them, and just thought it was funny to go, for some reason, I think they were having trouble looking for a Lucario body pillow, and I'm like, they exist out there. Just, it depends on exactly what you're looking for, what you will find. If you catch my drift. So yeah. Oh, so it is safe for work. Fair. And, not judging one way or another, because, enjoy your art. Enjoy, as long as you're never hurting anyone, enjoy your stuff. Us having a Metaton body pillow. Oh, darling, are you representing my brand? Everyone, MTT body pillows for the low price of $39.99. You too can snuggle with my cold, hard body. Everyone out there, our 9 viewers are blowing up the sales. Oh, darlings, I love you. Oh, darling, you too can have one. Buy now. Supplies are limited. Mwah. Metaton cuddling with an MTT brand body pillow on top of a piano while eating grapes one by one. We need a Tenna body. Uh-oh, there's the mention. All right, all of you borderline personality disorder entertainer enjoyers, we're bringing out the final boss of You Can Fix Him, Mr. Tenna. Everyone, he just needs to hear you say, I love TV. Real talk, when we played Deltarune, I appreciate Tenna as a character. It really is Deltarune. There are so many emotions with Deltarune. And one of the things that you look at with Deltarune in a character like Tenna, okay, spoiler warning, the game's been out for a few months, spoiler warning. A character whose entire existence is dedicating himself to entertaining the Dreamer family. He knows all the favorite shows they used to watch. He watched Asriel and Chris and Des and Noelle all grow up. He saw everything. And his entire existence is just to see them happy. His entire core, motivating heartbeat is to make them happy. And he is one of the most tragic characters because what Tenna is getting into is that desperate people-pleasing desire as that many entertainers have. And I'm not going to say it's healthy because in many cases it's something that it's can be very maladaptive where there's something you're trying to deal with yourself when you're getting that deep into your psyche as an entertainer and make up game shows and make up cartoons and, all right, bring back the memories of the westerns your dad used to watch. I genuinely, Tenna became an instant favorite in Deltarune. And for everything of his every motivator behind this silly TV man. Toby Fox writes some excellent characters. Toby Fox has some characters who have so many complex truths to them. And they reflect... It's uncanny, some of the things he gets into with his characters. I don't know if there are many 2D characters, at least of, you got some like Heat's Flamesman where, all right, he's there for a bit. Imagining the Mihai avatar sitting on a yoga and jumping on it. A yoga? Like a yoga mat? I mean, I certainly can... just to make sure I'm on the same page here. I mean, we're not talking like Monato bouncing, are we? Certain someone cosplayed Tenna and just like, yeah, fair enough. You know what? Well, that particular individual, I'm not going... I'm not going to say what a yoga ball. 20 sessions of bouncing on it. Got it. Okay. I'm like, oh no, are y'all trying to move this over to Fansly? Man, every time I try to take the vibes out, y'all are just like, no. We are Tana turning up the heat. The heat is up in this kitchen. Susie Ralsa can get some of those orders because Chris is going to be dealing it out, and it is TV time! Oh my God. All of Chapter 3. It's interesting. I've heard some people who apparently have no souls who don't like Chapter 3. And I'm just looking at it going, there's a very certain type of individual that Toby Fox, Tricky Tony, has targeted this game to, where it is an emotional impact. Stretch might not tell you after my story. There's a certain emotional impact where he is playing to the kids who were essentially raised by a television. The fantasy worlds, the dreams, the hopes, everything in there that they're reaching out to save that precious moment of their childhood, that first inspiration. I know, right? I know. Love Max. We got so much. I'm not even sure I could track this all right now because we're talking Tana from Deltarune. We're talking the emotional impact of certain stories. A lot of things just all over the place right now. And good night, Danielle. Get some rest. Well, I should probably stretch because, we are about 2 hours in. Yeah, I'm glad I put that routine in. Anyway. The background music slaps harder than a stepdad. Oh no! Well, you know what? This is all by a collective known as Walking Dog, which is a group of furry and furry adjacent musicians, which all royalty-free music. And they all put together this in a very low-key vibe. So it's wonderful to have as something we can vibe to when we're relaxing. Mar saying it for real. We love a damaged baby girl. That is Tana. Mr. Tana is a hot mess of an old man who's just here to bring you the entertainment. Mac the scoreboard! As he dances around stage, as he prances around like a clown, and it's like, the family's fighting again. Please. Just tune in. Just let me hear it one last time. I love TV. Chris, you love TV, don't you? Come on, Chris, just tune on in. Come on, let's just play a little more game. You and your friends, you love to play it. The sensei's gonna kill me if I gotta go any deeper into that introspective moment. Chris, you can. Were I a theater... So... Senko, you say, were I a theater kid in the past? Correction. Let's just say, were. I am a theater kid. Period. A theater kid down to my soul. Every bit of theatrics. But, when it comes down to making illusions, what matters is creating something inspirational to the soul. All the drama, all the romance, even the bloodshed sometimes. No, you're good. I'm teasing you because it's like I'm teasing you because it's one of those things where if someone were to say, "Oh, were you a theater kid?" A theater kid, it's like, tee-hee. Me? Dramatic? What? So I'm going to let you in on a little secret, and Jay might actually drop me as a client. My VTuber dad might go out for milk when I say this. I've actually never played D&D. I never had a good experience to jump into D&D. So it's always been a thing where I've taken in the world of D&D, a certain voice actor I sound like has actually worked on a game that is a tie-in to D&D called Dragonair. That certain voice actor I sound like ended up even being the narrator and a few characters in it. But the funny twist, in my little dream world that I exist in, I didn't have anyone to play D&D with. So I didn't have any good ins to get into it. And I understand how much love there is for it. But am I social cues? Yeah. I think that's the way of putting it. But while there are bits of the lore that I grab into, a lot of what drove me, this young little, what drove me as how would I describe myself as a kid? The short answer is JRPGs are where I spent a lot of my time. So JRPGs, because that's how I could jump into a story. You've got the party there for you to step into a role. You've got all these actions laid out for you. And when you are a player one, that's how your world forms. D&D is certainly something that I think it's getting a lot more common now, but the challenge of D&D is having a really good group of people that you want to go on this journey with. And if you're isolated, one of the challenges is that you don't necessarily have that kind of environment. I think it's getting easier. More people are either open about what they're into, or in some cases, you just have better opportunities for it. Like the internet is the great connector, where everyone can get into whatever their interest and share that. But depending on what the limits of your physical world are, you might not have met someone who played D&D until you were in your 20s. So, it's interesting, and it's certainly something beautiful. Like, I know anyone, you say the word dice, and their ears will perk up. It's like, where, one. And I love it, especially because of all the creativity that goes into stuff like that. Whether it's dice, whether it's people who come up with certain campaigns, entire stories. One of the hilarious songs by Tom Cardy, Perception Check, which is all about a party of D&D players, which and their adventure, and it's just all the funny things that happens as the main character, a bard is just going about his thing while his party members fail. And you get hilarious bits out of it. Or, Critical Role. Of course, as the pinnacle of creators bringing together this massive D&D campaign that has been going for so many years. What's the word I'm looking for? It's amazing, the community that it brings and the creativity that it brings, and sometimes even a spectrum or a reference by which you can get certain things that you might have on your mind. Since it's something that there's a lot of fantasy races. Like, if you don't want to lean into Tolkien kind of mythology or lean into Lovecraftian stuff of one form or another, so much has been fleshed out in D&D of so many different characters, so many different races, species. Yeah, and there's the thing, like, if you have a loved one that you can play D&D with, there's a wonderful experience to bond and tell a story together. And you hope to have those things like that, because it's wonderful to have a connector to someone in one form or another. I feel like I could get very sentimental about some of the things you can bond with people over. I'll keep the mood up. So, you appreciate those shared experiences along the way. visiting extended family, got to play a 2-shot with your cousin and uncle, and it was very fun. Nice. And that's another thing. Like if you have family who's into that, so you get to share an experience across generations, and it could be D&D, it could be Star Trek, it could be Doctor Who. That's one of those fun things where you go, there's some kind of connecting fiber that you have people you can share it. Because your normal group is online, yeah. And there's definitely a different energy where you're not dealing with latency, you're not dealing with whatever programs you have to use. Someone has tech issues and suddenly it just blows up everything that everyone's trying to work on. There's so much, and I think that's a beautiful thing with any kind of fandom, whether it's D&D or, some people connected by the Sonic the Hedgehog community, for one. And many great creators who started out making fan games of this funny little edgy cartoon hedgehog that have gone on to be respected game developers. Or cosplayers who have really established a comfortable internet presence by being into Final Fantasy or channeling their love for Mario and converting it to something original one day. That's what you hope for, especially given how hard it can be to find. One of the struggles an artist will always face is expressing that passion through creation and trying to lean in and just keep that heartbeat alive. And hoping that you've got something to keep that motivation going, because ultimately, why does someone create art? Because they have a desire, one form or another, that just is simply to create something, to tell a story, to illustrate something either that exists or is so fantastic it cannot exist in real life. You never knew you would end up making 3 OCs because of Farfetch'd, right? Like that. One story, an indie pilot that hopefully should be due. My hope is by next year, Farfetch'd, their pilot will be ready. I sound like a certain voice actor who works on it, so I've got a little bit of a vested interest. Wink. But where you get a whole original world based on characters. What? What? I know, I sound like some people who exist in a physical world. And so every now and then there's just these funny quirks where it's like, you sound like someone. What? What do you mean? I don't sound like anyone. I guess maybe I sound like someone? Well, time to go off and have a snack. Stuff like that. The sillies. Do I sound like a certain bratty batty boy? And man, bratty batty boy, who in the tour that Bones had popularized didn't even visit the Bat City of Austin, Texas. I can't believe him. SMH my damn head. You hate him. He's terrible. I can make him worse. Perfect. Man, that bratty little batty. Short king, hot mess. Christ, what an asshole. SMH my damn head, Bones. I know, all this laughing teasing. All this laughing teasing, of course, about what was I saying? Yeah, so this one artist had made a tour shirt for Drain, who is an EDM artist character within Farfetch'd, and his entire styling is bats. He's a vampire. And I'm looking at the store going, he missed Austin, Texas. Bro. Sounds like a certain character that has a hidden, not so subtle yandere side. Golly. Man, funny if that was organic from him having been pushed too far many times. A certain yandere side. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know who that is. Teehee. but no. Love for all of the creative muses that come out, one form or another. You know, they become like children. You become very protective of them. Hope that they're treated well in whoever's hands they are. So many bands miss Austin like how? Probably because the rent is too damn high whenever it comes to touring anymore. They're like, we got Dallas, we got San Antonio, they're bigger places. Even though we got Fort Worth, guys. You got a lot in Austin right between them. I speak like I have some experience on Texas. But, yeah, or, you know, the meme of a city known for its music and artistic scene going corporate. Because all of a sudden the tech bros are like, hey, yeah, you don't need any art. You can just monetize your boys passively. I mean, isn't that so cool? Man, who wants to make art? I made this cool thing that looks like Studio Ghibli and Pig got pissed on. Yeah, go bald sterile. Get a tonsillectomy and tracheectomy. Save a horse, ride a Mihai. More, that's for Fansly. Oh my god, you spicy tonight. And Naya-chan, have a good night. May you have beautiful dreams. May you have wonderful memories as vivid as your mind can imagine. And may the little light in your dreams be so beautiful that you can grab it, hold it dear, and bring into the hours of the waking. Until we meet again. Until you return to the Zettaplex. Good night. I know, I've been keeping you on edge with your quirkiness right now, because my stream has been... I have to tell... Stop. Mods, ban that person! Oh, wait, my mods are asleep. Oh, well, guess I can't do anything. Oh, well. Good night, Naya-chan. Can't believe you slander. Y'all saying Avatil. It's like you've seen something that I'm not telling you about. I can't believe you. Bro is edging you. You're welcome. Yes, I know. Been a little bit being able to be spicy. My hours have been very strange, so I appreciate y'all tuning in at the end of the night. I appreciate y'all joining. Don't ask me for the color of anything. Red. I'm sorry, what? Mara sees a single red pixel, is like, red. But yeah, no, it's one of those interesting things when you have a certain little peek into some things that exist in the physical world, knowing, yes, despite the fact that Austin, Texas is an interesting place, maybe it's a little bit of that indie culture that if you're getting big touring bands where they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna hit up ACL, we're gonna hit up this big event that all these tech bros have spent like $5,000 to get back row seats to, yeah, this is what we're gonna do. And then you have the indie scene where it's your undiscovered artists, your local legends, your ones like that. It's weird. And I guess maybe because when you have a large enough scene in certain other cities, they're seen as more convenient for that. Like obviously Dallas is a lot of musicals that go through. It is a massive city. The DFW area is the 4th largest metro area in the entire United States. And Houston is similarly huge. And San Antonio, at least as a city, has a lot of people. So you're looking at Austin, which is kind of this oddball. It's like the oddball younger child. How would I describe Austin? Because I don't want to say the youngest, because the youngest definitely has the connotation of baby. But it's like the small fry where everyone's going, there's so many bigger ones around you, even though you probably have a stronger audience draw in Austin. And hello, Destiny. Welcome. Come on in. Make yourself comfortable. We're just yapping right now. Conversation. The Living Tombstone is a big band and performed at Emo's. Damn! I did not realize that they had traveled to Austin. Okay. And the fact that, so for any who are not familiar, as we're talking a little bit of things, you know, I've got a few eyes on the physical world. Emo's is a well-respected and renowned venue for live shows in Austin, Texas. I don't think it's the original venue, but Emo's is one of the performance halls where many will, you know, blast on through. And might be a good place where you can see some performances. Notified a fox passed by my ring doorbell. Oh, little fox. Tixel, are you suddenly visiting Mar right now? Foxes are adorable. Man, I love seeing just... Foxes, they're such adorably chaotic little creatures. They'd certainly be a lot to manage as pets, but they're like the compromise between a cat and a dog, where they've got all these silly little quirks, they've got these funny behaviors, they've got these cute little cries, and they're like tsundere. They're tsundere dogs, where it's just like, don't pet me, don't pet me, don't pet me, don't pet me, don't pet me. Keep petting me, bites you. No, I don't like you petting me, I don't like you petting me, I don't like you petting me. Why'd you stop petting me, bites you. Foxes are adorable. Certainly very high energy animals. But just such cute little flashes of chaos. Little things of just fire and ice, whether we're talking your red foxes, whether you're talking white foxes. You could have your fennec foxes where they're just ears with a teeny little body attached to it. Tukes are like, don't mind me, I'm passing through. You just see your fox pass and you just hear Allons enfants de la patrie, bam bam bam. Hear La Marseillaise in the background. It's just like, it sounds French outside. What's going on? Why does it sound French? Halfway done with the drawing. Ooh, okay. So my mind does insane with the accurate colors. Fair. You know, one of the little things, kind of learning. Oh, another group of little squeakers. Do I have permission to share, Max? I will pull this up if you do permit me, but I want to respect that, of course, asking beforehand. Thank you, Destiny. So I'm actually getting ready to, change into something more comfortable soon. So I can't have too many spoilers. There might be an artist who's working on some new stuff for me, 2 artists even maybe, and a third might have done something that I'll be using next time I do a collab, but thank you. Bringing out something a little dreamier, if you will. All right, let's load that up so that I'm not... So here we go. Yup. We've got a bunch of little squeakers right here. Let's see if I can grab the right source for the squeaker. No. There we go. Okay, cool. I do have the right source. So who do we have here? I see we got a little J in there. I'm gonna say that is probably you right there, Max, yeah? I see... I don't know that one. I see the Mihai one, and pink. I'm gonna say that's probably Sin. I don't know if I recognize the orange though, so fill me in on who those are. You are the cat. Okay. Mythical For You page pulling this very late hour. I know, I'm giving y'all the late night entertainment. Just a little chatting stream. I know, it's always hard because planning things out and going, sometimes it's just nice to talk and just share some time with y'all. And I'll be doing some more video games as the week goes on. Like, I do want to jump into Lumines and maybe finally even get into Dispatch. Because, unfortunately I think Dispatch is done now, but how it was released in episodic nature. I might even throw it out the chat to be like, I want you all to guide my adventure and see how this is going to play out. As I was just peeking on X for a second, and just my feed had a bunch of Gambit and Rogue stuff at the top. I'm like, oh, well, laissez les bon temps brûlés, we get the happy couple. Man, we get a spicy male wife and his lovely bombshell. I love Rogan Gambit. I do like being watched. I like to put on a show. What can I say? The spider is on Anna and the pink is floral. Okay, thank you. Okay, so it... okay, I didn't look close enough because I was looking at my preview window. Now I can recognize Anna's traits. Okay, and floral. Gotcha. Well, shucks. Good thing you like watching. Oh my god, Mar. You are a bad influence. You are such a terrible influence. Oh my god. SMH my damn head. Shaking my damn head. I love seeing any kind of art. And if I can be a muse for anyone who is creating, thank you. And then Mocha. I know so many. Here's one of those lovely things is, kind of mashing up the two communities is just loving seeing y'all working on your own art. Because there's so much creation out there that can be enjoyed. And just seeing everyone coming up with something that is a performance, something that is visual art, something that's audio art. I know Diamond, unfortunately he's like, boss man, why are you going live at 3 o'clock in the morning my time? What the hell? And it's like, maybe bro. Well, you get some rest. Go sleep. Go proper sleep. Miss G, hi. Speaking of late, hi Miss G, how you be? How you feeling? Come on in, Miss G Mama, everyone. Very, very close friend. And fellow Dwagon? I guess I should say. Oops, did I say that? Much better. Good. Man, Miss G is wonderful. Speaking of artists, as I summon her herself, Miss G is a very skilled acrylic artist and crafter in general, cosplayer, streamer, entire family is artistic. I know. I guess I'll let you in on a little secret. So, as I've been trying to figure out how to really describe what it means to be true to myself, as I started welcoming you all in and kind of clue you into how I've been collecting some memories from you all. I'm a dream dragon. Step into my world and it'll be the most beautiful oasis. A place of peace, serenity, whatever your soul needs at this moment. Once you step into the Zettaplex, your every fantasy can be true for as long as you need it. All I need is a memory. And if you wish to leave, well, I'll give you a dream to take back. Until you need to return again. All I ask, whether it's one you hold dear, or one you wish to leave behind, is a memory. Yes, indeed. I was gonna say, speaking of art, Miss G, her daughter Mochi, also had done some character design not too long ago. That is stunning. And shout out to, man, I need to make of course, I mentioned the Discord, and Discord as a place for kind of gathering the things together. So it's not like, hi, join me, the Discord. It's a place for creativity. And figuring I almost need to make like a directory for links out for things like that. So you can find someone you vibe with and go, okay, artist, I need a thing. Hi, client, I can do a thing. Shakes hands. Exchanges PayPal information. Does not perceive. chaotic and neutral. No. Yes, you are very much chaotic. My God, we need to. Me and my own chaotic energy. But let's just say when you put Miss G and me together, it is a colorful combo. Y'all go. You know what? A shout out. I think I can give a shout out right now. Where's my shout out? I actually had a funny thing that happened. Us, Spicy, I don't know what you're talking about. No, Miss G, go check out her stuff. She does a lot of Minecraft, has done a lot of other games recently, Subnautica, but you're looking for someone whose persona is fire and spice. And when we've had Umami and Salty Papa get together, oh my God. I gotta figure out what my thing is. Salty Papa, Better Papa, I don't freaking know. Maybe Salty Zaddy. Maybe that works. Yes. Probably gonna go for about another half an hour. Not gonna go too long, I don't think, because I think at this point it might be a little late to start a video game. I know. The redheads always have more fun. We know how to go through life. Ow! Zalty Zaddy, oh my God. Everyone in chat like, wait, Mihai, are you old? I'm old. Considering when someone had kind of said, you know, here's actually a little lore that corresponds to what you actually are. And they mention ancient silver dragon. I'm just like, well, I guess I'm fully father-coded at this point. I've entered my Bowser arc. Mihai is unk and not chopped. I think the key to being not chopped is just when you respect boundaries and show that you're not a naughty person. So you know what? Okay, unk it is. Ancient dream dragon. In some cases, a parallel to a silver dragon is unk. Oh my God. Talking like them Gen Alphers. Unk is chopped. Even Skibbity is old news. I'm just imagining someone like, God, what the hell is wrong with you? Skibbity was so 2001. I mean, we are, you know. Durgan's got a long life. Durgan's age like the finest wine you could ever taste. The scales just get more gleaming and just... When you see something from your childhood in a museum, the bones start to hurt. So, story about that. Some of y'all might have visited the Nintendo store in New York City. And Nintendo, you know, as a game corporation, has been around for 150 years about at this point. As they started out making Hanafuda cards in Japan, moved on to making toys like things similar to Legos and other physical things, and now, of course, you know, they are a video game juggernaut. Love them or hate them for how they run their business. But one of the things that they have as a display piece in the Nintendo New York store that I've seen from my little dream world, the giant Bowser statue. I mean, you know, of course, they got giant Bowser Daddy there. They got full-size Twilight Princess Link. They got a lot of cool stuff. I think they even have a Ouija in there somewhere. But they have an original Game Boy, which, mind you, the Game Boy, if I remember correctly, was released in 1989. And this Game Boy was owned by a soldier in the Gulf War, which early 90s. Now we're 35 years from there. And this Game Boy ended up getting bombed and severely damaged, but it still works. And to this date, this Game Boy with a working screen is still on 35 years later as an exhibit in the Nintendo store. So it has lasted a very, very long time. And even what's interesting, a lot of game consoles were not designed to last this long. And even the Game Boy, there's a period by which the screen finally starts to decay. And so I'm glad y'all are enjoying the check-in. I feel like I need to make that I'm probably going to spice that up a little bit. I've been trying to figure out exactly what to do with the check-in, beside welcoming you to the Zettaplex. Like the Nokia, oh my God. Talking about things you cannot kill. A Nokia brick phone. If anyone ever held or possessed in one form or another a Nokia brick phone, that thing and the rubbery plastic and the credit card battery, it will outlive the apocalypse. They cannot be destroyed. Well, when you check in, indeed, even a little bit more of it. There you go. I don't normally do doubles, but you're welcome. I'm feeling generous. You could skip it across the ground, I know. You would not even see anything. Maybe a hairline scratch. Yeet. Oh my God. Nokia phones and Game Boys. Because there's some systems. Larry Bundy, Guru Larry. Hello, you. I'm Guru Larry, and I welcome you to Fact Hunt. 5 systems that have turned into utter shite by the time they were 5 years old. There are some systems that double D. Well, shucks. I mean, you can't spell Zaddy without double D's. Am I right? There are some systems that unfortunately were designed so terribly. Like, I think it was the Gizmondo, which was a whole story of a mess of a portable game system. And this thing was completely made out of rubbery tactile plastic. So its frame was, from the heat of the device, was melting itself into obsolescence the moment it was made. The Philips CDI, which has given us so many things for YouTube poops and just nonsense systems just nonsense content over the years. Hotel Mario, all the Zelda games, all the things where you just hear, I wonder what's for dinner.
Man, I'm so hungry, I could eat an Octorok. Oh, Link.
And congratulations on your download, Galaxy Wolfstar. And welcome in, Kochomira. Welcome. Enjoy yourself. We're just talking about old video game consoles right now. The ones that were designed so terribly they've fallen apart in a few years. Getting late for you? Fair. I mean, I know it is late right now. There is no part of the world in the Western Hemisphere where it is not objectively late. Eastern Hemisphere, y'all like, it's morning time. This is great. Or afternoon. So, okay. And Galaxy Wolfstar, may you have a beautiful night. May you have wonderful dreams. And may every dream that you hold dear be so beautiful that you can hold a little pixel of light from it dear to your heart and carry it back into the hours of the waking. Until we meet again, good night. And to you as well, Morpho. Have a wonderful rest of the night. Have beautiful dreams. Yeah, wear gloves. Short answer is wear gloves. Golly, yeah, you know what you're doing, but it's always like, is this going to look like a crime scene if I'm doing this myself? Especially given the challenges. Especially given what color and challenges of how much there is to manage. So, have a good night. Sweet boy, well, shucks. Sometimes I wonder, I feel like I dance between sweet. I feel like I dance between all the flavors. For mentioning, I gotta mention Jay's stuff again, as I've been kind of lurking into everything, and it's like, your horns look like they taste like candy, and your tail is fizzy, like soda. And I'm like, am I just all candy coated? Interesting. Does everyone just want to get a taste of the Dream Dragon? I know, I feel like I'm tied. I feel like I'm tying in a lot of references, as Broski had sent everyone on over. And, well, I do appreciate y'all. coming from an art stream to a vibe stream. And, just good energy all around. Sweet as can. Well, stop. I think I'm trying to remember what y'all in chat were saying. Were y'all saying I taste like oranges probably? Because I feel like I have a hunch as to if there is a Mihai flavor, but I feel like y'all lean something towards oranges. Which then makes me going, am I your orange soda pop? Cinnamon. Am I your cinnamon challenge? My little cinnamon challenge. God, that's an ancient reference now. When was I think it was like 2012 that people were doing the cinnamon challenge? Not recommended, by the way. Mulled hot wine. Oh my. Well, not like that, I will respect. We don't check like it's a cinnamon challenge. That will not end well. Mulled hot wine. Thank you, Miss G. Mulled hot wine. Spiced wine. That is a flavor. I was almost even about to say black cherry, cranberry orange fizz, mango and passion fruit. Golly, if I ever get a partnership with Gamer Subs, you know what? I'm screenshotting this. I'm taking some notes down. Because this is legit interesting. Orange soda pop with whipped cream and cinnamon. Interesting. Because otherwise, I was thinking what I could throw out there. Amaretto. I certainly love the flavor of almond. And a fun little factoid is that both drinks of love are both made with almond. Amaretto and cyanide. So depending on how passionate your love is, both drinks are made still with almond. Isn't that beautiful? And has such a wonderful amber color. Now, given more amber as opposed to, red and orange, but such a nice, sweet flavor. And even for some of y'all who like dream juice, how it pairs very well with other things. Like you can put it with Java. You can pair it up with lime juice and simple syrup to make it. Actually, now that makes me wonder. An amaretto sour, I don't know if you would want to add simple syrup to that, because amaretto is already a very sweet drink, but also get some nice spices to it. Like depending on what it's made with, you can get amaretto made with clove, with bits of cinnamon, even pepper, so you can get a little spice to it. And hello, Heath Ambrosius. Come on in. We're just talking delicious things right now. Dream juice, if you will. Swoons over design. Oh, I don't want to spoil too much, Destiny, but if you take a little peek on X or Blue Sky, you might see some magic that's on the way. I don't want to overpromise, but I think you'll be happy to see what we got. Can I listen to the Mr. Vape? I'm afraid I don't know what that is. The Mr. Rap? I am afraid I don't know what that is. I don't think I should do that as well, because I will probably get myself in trouble on YouTube if I do that. Yeah. It's interesting. Amaretto definitely has, although it's made with different ingredients. Yeah. I mean, I appreciate the invite, but if you feel it would ruin the vibe, I think we can save Mr. Vape for another night. Yeah, maybe another day. Maybe another day. I will say it's a little hard if you're kind of saying it's probably going to ruin the vibe. Going easy on that. We'll probably do some more reacting stuff. Like, I know we've got the amazing digital circus coming back for everyone to enjoy. Pomni, aren't you excited to go on another adventure? No. Great! Let's go! All of your friendly Wendy's are going to die on this adventure. Why would I ever want that? Stop asking questions. It's not important. But, oh dear. Just remember, get your phrase ready. Whenever you see Jax on screen, it's like the Rocky Horror Picture Show. You just yell, bitch! You see him and you just go, oh my God, there's the funny bunny, bitch! He's a bitch! Which he might actually have a character arc, but you know, as as I'm getting myself in trouble by being very, aggressive towards some people's comfort character. A character whose entire persona has been built up on bullying others as a way of dealing with his trauma, and I just go, we need to talk about this. Have I seen the Box Trolls movie? I'm afraid I have not yet. Yeah. Bubble, bro. Bubble! Bubble, what do you have to say? Blink, blink. Why are you like this? Jax runs into evil Jax. He's just like,
hi guys. I just want to stay here and have a good time. I hope it'll be a great game for us.
And everyone's just like, yeah, can we swap these two? Can we swap the abuser for the sweet boy? Give the abuser a tonsillectomy. Stuck in I love how evocative and specific that entire thing is regarding terrible abusers. Jax deserves to be stuck in traffic with explosive diarrhea and a frequent sneezing. Oh my God, Pixel. I love, that's become a thing. It's gone from go bald to be bald. Yes. You know what? Add it on. Just layer it on, one right after another. But at least so far, Jax has not shown signs of infidelity. So that is the one thing that is always the test where you go, okay, here's where we dump the Tetris wall of everything on you. When you disrespect boundaries. We'll see how that all plays out. Alan voice from Smiling Friends. I am afraid. So I'm going to be real with you. I have not watched much Smiling Friends. It is a show that has not caught me in any way. So I'm afraid I could not give you an accurate portrayal without listening in a few times. I mean, there's some characters where if it's for a gimmick, I can definitely pull something out. But I'm afraid Alan is not one that I know well enough. So I apologize with that. I sounded like Bibble. Bubble. Okay.
Wowee. I just love going on these fucking great adventures.
Since when do you swear? Oh my God.
And then, of course, we can always bring out Gummy Goo. G'day to you, miss. How you doing today? Gummy Goo! Do I know you? Yeah. He doesn't remember me. Well, I suppose we might have met in another life. Cheers to you.
For everyone suddenly gets in their pre-orders for all that gator goo. It's the
I bet others your favorite.
Thank you for the follow, by the way. Where is Marine? I know Gummy Goo mentioned. Oh, Marine, jiggle jiggle.
G'day, miss.
Man, I appreciate his actor's performance as Gummy Goo because, you know, the internet was not normal and responsible with Gummy Goo, and it was hilarious. And the ways in which they took him and just went every which direction, as just an instant favorite from an NPC in the show who had probably sleeping, dreaming of Monato, I know, with every rise and fall of one's chest, you just see him bouncing on it. Oh, those Monato dreams. Golly, imagine if I made that into an emote. No spoilers. We're talking about Gummy Goo. We're talking about Monato. And what else? What else are y'all gonna bring in? Are we gonna bring in any equal opportunity? Or are you all gonna be objectifying the men? The internet will always do anything for you. The internet has everything you could ever want. Your friends have told you you act like Bubble. You just chime in like, wow-wee. And then something that completely goes off the rails and makes them just look at you like, huh? The Amazing Digital Circus is so... I appreciate what Gooseworks has done. Gooseworks and all of the Glitch productions. Glitch really is doing everything in their power, and shout out to them because they've managed to build an empire on what started as SMG4, which was glorified shitposting. Funny. So I definitely don't discount anything that they've done. But just the silly internet humor that they mastered, that made them bank to then start out a studio that's been a haven for indie animation, where, you know, they've now produced Murder Drones. They've now produced, why am I drawing a blank? Oh my god, The Amazing Digital Circus, literally just talking about it, bruh. My mind is fried. They've got the Gaslight District for a completely different flavor of everything. They've got Knights of Guinevere, which is, you know, just a love letter to anyone who's been heartbroken by the corporate bullshit of Disney. And major entertainment companies that they're just pulling everyone in like, come on, don't worry, we've got a place for you. And, you know, maybe there will be more SMG4 in the future, but it's probably a thing of just, you know, moving on to other things and however much can be done without having to delegate it to another team. Because there's one of the hard things of something like SMG4. Like, I'm willing to bet Luke was just the creative force behind it. And a creator who stretches themselves too thin is walking themselves into disaster. Because at that point, if you've got a certain creative vision, unless you find people that you trust are going to carry it out to your wishes, and there's a key word, trust. Because you can definitely make a choice that doesn't quite work. And sometimes it is your sauce that is powering it. So there's a whole thing of there's a whole thing of what you might be trying to do, especially for indie animation or something like that. Ezra Scarlet. So here's the thing, if your hair is going too dark, if you're trying to get it, or Urza Scarlet, what you probably need to do, and this is the tough thing, you probably need to bleach it to start. Because you'll only get it to a certain color depending on how light it is. Let's see, Ezra Scarlet. Or is it Urza Scarlet? Okay, it is Urza Scarlet. Yeah, like that's a medium dark red. Me on a hoverboard. I imagine Mihai on a hoverboard. I'm like Marty McFly going, Doc, what is this?
Marty, it's a hoverboard. It's what all the kids are riding these days. Like a skateboard you rode in 1985.
Do I just hop on it?
Yes, you can certainly hop on it. Although the kids definitely say jump on it these days. Hop on it's got another connotation after these gotcha games they came up with.
That's heavy. That's some heavy shit.
If you knew what heavy shit these kids get into these days.
Favorite bin, this soft pink color. Okay. Like a cotton candy kind of pink, or even talking like I guess cotton candy is a vaporwave pink. So you imagine me, oh my god, stabbing Mr. Beast. Well, don't. I feel like I'm gonna get myself into trouble with that. He would make me have to go through a game where it will be a life or death survival game for the opportunity to stab him. That does sound like a Mr. Beast game. You either get $1 million or you get to physically engage with him at the end. Oh dear. Survive it and all the people that he's worked with over the years. I do well, it's funny, I do actually have a little bit of a float when I walk. So, I'm rather light on my feet, as I'm kind of letting you in on me being a dragon. While I don't have wings, I do have a very light step. I know, yeah, you had your black and red underlayer, if I remember correctly, as you've styled things. So, yeah, that's, it's so fun, the kind of things you can get up to, creativity, hair, stuff like that. Do I have a long tail? Oh, every limb of me is long. T. Nothing disappoints. But I don't have a tail. And if you've heard otherwise, then it's obviously lies. Lies. Slander. Lies. Okay, Size King. I'm just being honest. What? Suddenly I'm going to say something is a certain length, and you're like, you exaggerating there by a few inches, bud. No, never. I don't tell lies. We're not doing Johnny, yes, Papa here. If I had a favorite ice cream, tail size, it's a little hard to manage. So here's the problem. I generally don't try to ask many things from people when they visit me in my world. If someone were to pull out, if they were to visit me with a tailor's tape measure, actually, maybe I should just have someone measure it next time they're here. Anyone got a tailor's tape measure? I've never had to actually fit it for anything, so I'm not sure what it's... I don't have a tail, though, but... Oh my god, Mar! I can't believe you. I can't believe... You're trying to get me to admit something. You're trying to make me act like I have... I can't believe you. What is the PSYOP? What is this insane PSYOP? I can't believe it. Yeah, just stop with the tail. No, Max, stop. Stop. No, stop. Naughty. Those are Jay's tails, not mine. I swear I'm going to have like a tail emote manifest or something one day. Morpho, stop. No, stop. Whose are those anyway? Box and Lady D. Oh my god. Art of my design. Well, I appreciate seeing any art, although I will say, Destiny, if you are comfortable holding on for just a little bit longer, stretch mode. All right. Well, it's been a while. Thank you for that. Tell me your secrets. No, there are no secrets. Stretching noises, 10 out of 10. Oh my god, I swear. Y'all are listening to me stretch in the sigh of relief. And just being like, more. Come on. You can ask. Don't you want us to ask you to stretch to stay healthy more than once every half an hour? Ouch. Oh no, that was a satisfying one. That was a satisfying pop, I promise you. I popped my mihusi, as the kids would say. A giant banner just saying Mihai, no context. Why? Comfortable doing this? Because... What? I mean, anything that I do like to share, I definitely love to share it with y'all. Oh my god. Y'all, what? What? Are y'all trying to accuse me of being a sussy baka? Are y'all trying to get up and say that I'm saying something weird? What are y'all saying? Stretching right now because you sat for too long? Yes. The moment y'all can afford it, get yourself some Herman Miller chairs. Whether they're Aarons or Miras. And I'm also... Man, ow. Congratulations. Hi, Cheese Ducks. You're up late. We didn't say it totally. I know, y'all are just dangling it for me to fill in the gaps right there. Like, Mihai, you're being a what? What? Gonna have me step into being a sussy baka? Is that what you're trying to say? Is that what you're trying to say? Unshrimp all of you. Scandalous. What did I watch in the 2010 Cartoon Network? So the short answer would be Steven Universe. Steven is my boy. I love Steven Universe. And the entire story, everything thematically about Steven Universe calls out to my soul. And if we're talking 2010, that point would have also been Total Drama Island, which, okay, campers, I'm about to be the most sadistic jerk you've ever had to deal with. For TV! Now I'm gonna split you off onto two teams. We got the Bass and we got the Losers. So, alright, your teams have been chosen. Good luck! Chris McLean, absolute psychopath. I wanna be famous! Once upon a lifetime ago. Man, so for the little peaks I could get into entertainment, my dream world. Total Drama is, here's the fun thing. Total Drama knows it is based on trash and it leans into it. And that is hilarious. All the characters, all the interactions, all the stupid over-the-top drama, it's just, it embraces what it's trying to create. And of course, it's a Teletoon show, so they throw in all the fart humor that, then got extra creepy with Total Drama-Rama, because now they turn everyone into kids, but, so it goes. And now Steven Universe, favorite characters. Man, I mean, so Chris McLean, I love him because he's iconic and awful. Gwen and Duncan of the first round, because, they've got their edge to them. And I loved them for, their character quirks that they had. And I'm going to also throw in, from the redonkulous race, my wild cards, the Ice Dancers. Jacques and Jose. They were terrible. They're flamboyant, they're over the top, they've got a Team Rocket but more toxic dynamic, and the fact that they're just prancing along for the cameras with all of their villainous misadventures, I'm going, no, I love them. They're terrible. I miss so much? What do you mean I miss so much? What you talking about, Nova? What you getting on about? I mean, given it's a little hard to pick famous characters from each season, object shows. I'm afraid I don't know what you mean by that. I know. Well, now mind you, the Quebecois coded characters in this particular case. So this is Canada throwing all of the shade at Quebec. Not even French coded. It's just like,
I bet I'm your favorite.
And thank you for the follow, Kage Rocker. Come on in, make yourself comfy. Man, we just got, we dancing. Come on in. Just because I feel like I've seen your stuff, Kage. Oh my God, because you're that Kage. Hello, Kage. I hope you had a good end to everything. I'm sorry I couldn't join y'all on Saturday. Well, we can talk about it later, but welcome. Oh my God, I didn't know you were French. Which one of us do you mean? So, I'm Destiny, I'm gonna be real with this. So Destiny, of course, any of y'all who didn't see in the YouTube chat, says, I hate Gwen after the whole Courtney and Duncan drama. I'd have to go back and watch, but Courtney, there's no character who's perfectly clean. And if they're perfectly cleaning Total Drama Island, then chances are they're probably getting taken advantage of for comedic purposes. Courtney has so many red flags as an individual that any dynamic between her and Duncan, I'm going, this is not going to end well. Courtney is controlling. She is domineering. And she is so precise. She's the kind of person to go, I love you, now change. Oh, no. It's fun for comedy's sake, but don't get into relationships like that. And Gwen and Duncan, I forget exactly what it is that happened, but I go, Gwen, you when you get two edgy characters, to me there's a healthier dynamic, and they can both stand on their own, rather than Courtney, where, all right, she loves her bad boy. She loves her bad boy on a leash in the non-consensual sense. Red flag! And they probably... It's interesting, because looking at Courtney and Heather, you had two very manipulative, abusive characters that were a little bit of a different flavor, because Heather was coded to just be a straight-up mean girl. Courtney is the perfect one who will then control you into misery. Yeah, and I realize it's a very evocative thing. Non-consensual leashing. You're looking at someone who is controlling, who is manipulative, and that is something that is never healthy in any kind of relationship. The kind of person who they could then flip the paradigm on you. I speak like I have some experience with this. The person would flip a paradigm and go, I want you to accept this thing no matter how uncomfortable you are with it. That is not healthy. That is destructive. And that is... It's like a Texas-sized red flag of something you should avoid, because there is no conversation, there's no acceptance, there's no equal playing field. It is Courtney's wishes, you will do this. Exactly. Mar, you call it. Heather was an honest mean girl. Oh, I went through my entire playlist. Oh my God. Okay, start again. I have never kept the Walking Dog playlist for that long. So, you get a pair like Courtney and Alejandro. They're both awful manipulators. So you almost get this comedic tango as they're going about it with each other. So you go, okay, you know what? You can enjoy and laugh at two awful people being awful with each other. Like Jacques and Jose. They are Team Rocket, but terrible. Team Rocket, at least you go, okay, you get the little vibes of there's something between Jesse and James, that they are connected in however you want to interpret their relationship. Whether you're a rocket shipper or whether you are going, okay, history will say they were just friends. Courtney and Duncan, no, just no. There's nothing, it just so many red flags. So many red flags. And you don't, especially if someone like that is pretending to be a good person as you just throw out their cheese ducks. No. We're 3 hours in, we're talking about relationships. Okay. If you find someone that fulfills something in your heart, you need equal footing. You need understanding. You need communication.
I bet I'm your favorite.
And thank you very much for the follow. You need someone where through good and bad, you can talk, you can engage, you can trust them. There's a saying that in love, there's not 100% that two people give where it's like a 50-50 split, a 75-25 split. In the impossible way that healthy love works, each party is giving 75%, so it is an impossible number. They are so committed to the other that it cannot be understood how much those two people love each other. And you just see it, and it looks like love. The Courtney dynamic, as I am putting a flag in it, it is toxic because she is a controlling person. And there are many examples of people who will be controlling. And it doesn't matter if you have like a Courtney where she has the whole, oh, I love you, bad boy, now clean yourself up. Or anything where someone has unequal boundaries, where it might be an example like, I choose to not be faithful. And I will ask that you, for me, will forgive someone I cheated with. Where you get into a toxic, unsalvageable dynamic. And it could be anything. Find love that is supportive, that is happy. And if you feel like something feels wrong, oh my, I forgot about Courtney and Scott, man. So, you know, the total drama seasons, as you get later into it and you start getting your different character combos, yeah, and that's a kind of thing where someone's like, I'm cool with this relationship. It's not saying it's healthy, but if that's okay for someone, streaming at 9 a.m. in the UK, yes. We're doing a late night stream tonight. So, you know, my hours have been very impulsive. So right now, it's kind of, you know, the vibe's okay. Come into the Zettaplex. You all are welcome to join. I mean, you know, I am a bit of a showman. Just a little bit. Teensy bit. Itsy bitsy bit. Just a little, just a tip. But speaking of healthy relationships and self-confidence, you are wonderful, my queen. Yeah. I won't bring things too dark, but trust, boundaries, and if anyone ever feels that they're in the right to cheat, get out of that relationship. Because it will never go uphill from there. Especially when it turns into they will ask you to forgive the person they cheated with and accept it. Ow. Luigi is always faithful. Luigi and Daisy. Luigi is like, Daisy, my Daisy, my wife. Please, I would love to give you anything. Oh, Luigi, you're such a nerd. Kiss me, you bitch. With pleasure, my love. Daisy, oh, now there's a happier dynamic. Luigi is peak male wife. No one can hate Luigi. Luigi and, you know, Big Bad are my two favorites of of every character in the Mario series. Bowser, because he is a lovable mess. And Luigi, because there is nothing to hate about Luigi. You want to root for him. You want to cheer for him. You want to support him. He gets his inner strength, so he's not scared of everything. He saves his brother from being locked into a painting by King Boo. Oh my god, Luigi is best good character. Delicious bit. Luigi, okay, I'm a real review. Before they started, and hello Johan, welcome in. Before Nintendo really started to let Bowser grow as a character, Luigi was my first favorite. He is supportive, he is loving, he is a male wife. Everything, there's nothing negative about Luigi. Even in the meme context, where you see some of his gestures from things like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, where suddenly you just see pissed off Luigi just passing someone after he just ended their race with a green shell. And you just go, oh. you can project that Luigi's got something under the nice guy, slight, big quotation fingers, scaredy cat, bit of a lovable nerd. And given I'm a Luigi Daisy shipper. I know there's a lot of Luigi Bowser shippers, and I will not discount what y'all are getting, but that's just due to personal preference, where I go, Daisy is so... I love the chaotic, strong energy of Daisy, where she's like, this is my man, and I will kill you if you don't give him the pickles he asked for. I mean, to me, that's just such an adorable relationship. And, Big Bad, I'll go with the canonical pining that he's got. Even when it's kind of like, bro, you need to check yourself or you wreck yourself. She didn't consent to the wedding. I'll definitely put a little bit of the comical projection on it, where it's almost like a bit of a roleplay thing that they kind of get into. Recognizing in canon, like Super Mario Odyssey, where it's just, bro, she didn't say yes to the wedding. You need to slow your roll. Ow. Congratulations on your download, Caitlin. But yeah, no, we love Luigi. He is so endearing. Bowser, shit. Broski, you can kind of suss out someone's aesthetic when they got fiery red hair. They love leather and spikes. I will not elaborate any further. No wonder why I like Bowser. Shut up. What are you talking about, Mar? I don't know what you're talking about. Someone with red hair who loves a lot of leather and spikes. I don't know what you're talking about. Bowsette. Every interpretation, like how every... Okay. Bowsette. We rest our case. It's like the memes where everyone who, they really enjoyed Bowsette, and people are like, that's just Bowser. And they go, yeah, point being. They play that Uno reverse card. Oh, Bowsette. Now, I like some of the different interpretations of Bowsette, because, I don't know what you're talking about. I shut up. I don't know what you're talking about. Friendly reminder from your friendly trash cat to stretch thy bones and to trust thy gut, to all of you fabulous and beautiful in this starry dream we shall have. Amen. Bowsette, man, the Chalk Eaters, shout out to them. I love the Chalk Eaters. One of the best geek core bands that comes out. And I love how they change the music style with every song. But how one of their first songs was a power punk piece dedicated to Bowsette. I know. The bisexuals see Bowsette, they're just like, me gusta. All versions, whether you're looking at the kind of most established blonde Peachette-esque Bowsette, whether you're looking at redhead, strong mommy Bowsette. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm very okay with Bowsette. We appreciate. We respect. We appreciate. Step on me, please. I'm sorry. What? Oh, you got the Professor Chalk plushie. Nice. The Bowser in a dress. Actually, I'm trying to think if I've actually seen just straight up Bowser in a dress versions. I gotta look back. It has to be out there. I mean, Bowsette, there's every... Bowsette is up there next to Miku in terms of how many variants. Miku, of course, has got the global Mikus, so Miku's a whole nother unmatchable level. Good night. Well, good morning, rather, Ash. Get some rest. On my way to make a Bowsette fan art. I'm sorry, but she's in another castle. She doesn't even care for you, I fear. Don't have to power up to solve that puzzle. She's out there, but I'm here. She's oh so busy with her fancy hustle. She hasn't spent one night with you in 40 years. Your princess may be in another castle, but I'm still here. Whoa. Man, I love Bowsette. Across the Bowsetverse, yes please. Nintendo will never canonize this because they already know what the internet wants out of Well, I want to say they probably don't, but then again, with them turning Bowser into a Bada furry artist in the Super Mario Galaxy movie trailer, Broski draws himself so ripped and stoic that I'm like, oh no, they know. Well, they always knew, but it's like, uh-oh. Are they going to perceive that part of the internet right now? To be passed around by Bowsette variants. Golly, I'm going to have to move the stream off of Twitch if we keep talking about that. Anyway, what was I saying? And yeah, Daisy. So much Miku merch going to be on display. Friendly reminder, eats. Yes, y'all take care of yourself. I know I haven't called a break, as I think, maybe about another 15 minutes. And I'll probably send y'all off to somewhere, because where could we even go this late? I either got Australia or I got ASMR. The Nintendo copyright Bowser model. Okay, let's be real. Yeah, they made some good models of Bowser that I might own. Anyway, what were we saying? I don't have to worry about any duties or tariffs in the dream world, so I'm happy. We appreciate everything we can get our hands on. Be passed around by Bowsette variants. Everyone just like, oh, Bowsette starts Goobus dancing. Respect. What were we saying? So much Miku across the Bowsette verse, appreciating Daisy. I mean, Daisy is just... Daisy is such a fun counterpoint. Now, I'll admit, of the Disney princesses, for just a personal favorite, Rosalina. I love Rosalina's vibe. I love the whole Star Mom aesthetic. I love how just composed, chill she is. And she's just Star Mommy. Exactly. We appreciate Rosalina. And now it's the sort of thing like Rosalina is a look but don't touch type. I will look at Rosalina and go, I will not make a move because you are very happy as a mom, taking care of all of your star children, reading them books that happen to be straight up confirmed to be based on Le Petit Prince, or The Little Prince for any non-French speakers. And you're just chill, you're relaxed. Let's grab coffee. That's all I want. And please don't kick my ass. I promise I'm not trying to break it. I'm not trying to damage the Comet Observatory. Genesis de Nenesis with Nintendo Nenesis. Right. Checks out. And, even Pauline, where you go, all right, she's a politician who's not an asshole, and also a singer, and also she pretty. Pauline kind of nice. Kind of appreciate it. So Rosalina was an awakening, huh? Yes, and that's also a thing. Pauline in a suit. Hello. Yes, I will vote for you. Respectfully. And her entire, I was about to say songstress, but I need to stop myself because I always go right. That's a Final Fantasy thing. Her singer look. If I were to rank my Super Mario girls, oh no, Mar, you're gonna get. Uh-oh. Mar, you're gonna get me in trouble with that. So I won't judge, maybe. All right, everyone, we're getting to the spicy part of the stream where I'm gonna get myself in trouble for judging the girls. Now, one thing I will say right off the bat, none of the Koopalings, as I'm not sure if they're legally of legal age. Well, I mean, it's just Wendy O'Koopa in that case. So not including her. But of the princesses, and I'm making up my own rules. Numero uno, Bowsette. Just Bowsette. I'm going to throw her in there because Bowsette. 2. Rosalina, as I love her vibe, I love her aesthetic, I love her serenity. Her story makes me cry. And yet, despite the melancholy that is core to Rosalina's character, there's such serenity and strength to her. So she's next up. The next one is actually a tough call, and I'm going to say it really depends on circumstances, because I am going to say, actually, you know what, chat? Who do you think I'm going to put next in line? Valzette, Rosalina. I'm curious, who do you think I'm going to say next? Anyone. Throwing it out there. I mean, you know, Nostra. So, Cheese Ducks, you're saying Pauline. Okay. Anyone else? So, someone's saying Pauline. Who do you think number 3 might be? I'm not going to give any hints, but... Anyone else? Daisy. Interesting. Anyone else throwing out any guesses? Mar was fat. I mean, y'all are kind of saying... So I got 2 people who think Daisy, 1 person who thinks Pauline. Interesting. Which... I'm actually a little surprised by the choices. Do female variants count? Oh. You know, that... I'm curious, Morpho. Who else would you suggest? Because I might not have thought of them. So the answer is probably a... not likely, but I'm curious now. As a little experiment, who do you think I would throw in there? Oh, I just realized. The Shy Girls. I don't know if I have a place for like a shy guy. Because here's the thing. I think because, you know, I don't even know if I'd seen any depictions of female shy guys. That is interesting. I'm going to have to think about that. Because I feel like, you know, there's kind of a... Oh no, that just got me thinking of some of the RPG characters as well, where I go, oh, this makes things very messy if I throw the RPG characters in there. Or Bouette. I know, there's Bouettes, there's Chompettes. Oh no. Crap, I don't even know if I could. I might have to do a tier list, because I feel like with them, or, you know, you've got the Billettes, because all of a sudden I started thinking of Bella and Vivian and going, uh-oh, this makes a mess of things. Of even the canon girls who are not on the main line. But actually, I'm not even throwing... Bella and Vivian are on their own scale. I appreciate them just as characters, but I'm gonna be real with y'all. I thought about it, and it actually, my mind changed of who my number 3 is as we were talking. I'll give you a little hint that no one has said it yet. Because I realized it's a bit of a wild card, but might check out if any of y'all know my tastes. Any guesses? I won't reveal it quite yet, but... So you're thinking Peach. Bro is edging us. All right, I will. Unless anyone has any guesses, feel free to throw them in if there's any wild cards you think I might be pulling. But the one I would actually put at my number 3, and this is a little bit projecting because we could definitely get more of her, I hope. Not Toadette. Anyone else? Heads up! Why? Ow, 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 ow. Concussion. Perfect. Thank you, Leon. All right. Not the Wario girl, but Captain Syrup. Captain Syrup from the Wario games as an absolute, just gorgeous scoundrel, where she and Wario, once again, Team Rocket dynamics. She is constantly trying to scam him and doing so in such a cheeky manner. It's like, goodbye, love. Mwah. Because now, I didn't know if you meant Captain Syrup or Wah Peach, the scrapped design where they try to come up with like an evil Peach Wario kind of character. Ow. Congratulations on your download, Angel Chase. I love... Captain Syrup is just... She's spicy. She's got a flair. And sadly, Nintendo has not brought back their bad women, where she is a lovable villain. You just go... Once again, you can't be mad because she embraces being a scoundrel. And equally, with Wario, she, they're both trying to scam each other to get rich. So it's not a healthy relationship, but it's kind of a, mommy? Yeah, just a fun, chaotic one. So Captain Syrup goes up there. I like the bad women. What can I say? We got Bowsette. We got Rosalina. We're back to bad with Captain Syrup. And then I'm going to say number 4, probably Daisy. Daisy, I like her spice. And although Daisy has a lot to handle, which is why I'm like, Luigi, get in there, champ. Daisy, even if you're not pining for her as someone you're looking for, Daisy is you want a Daisy friend, because a Daisy friend is the one who's gonna be like, come on, get in, loser, we're going shopping. She will not let you. A Daisy friend is just good to have in your life. Oh my god, the elephant thing. Zach, what's his name? I love the art, but she wasn't an elephant, so I commissioned the original artist to turn into an elephant. Man, the man who launched 1,000 fan arts, he is like the good version of the Wonder Bread guy. Just respect to what's his name, and just, oh my god. What do I even say about Daisy elephant commissions? Get in, loser. We're getting coffee. Nice. Yes, this is classic mischief, man. If you ever come back to my dream world sometime, there's another wonderful cafe I've gotten some good stuff from. Zach, what's his name? I want to say Zach Scott, but I might be remembering his name wrong. I know, he is a legend. And as a patron of the arts, where he probably paid each and every one of those artists their actual rate to convert, to redraw the artwork with Daisy as an elephant. Oh yeah. Right, the patron of the arts, where it's just like, hey fam, you have to draw my character again? I'll pay you your normal rate. Done. Yes. So, next up on this little list, and I realize there's a whole bunch I'm missing because I just don't know where to put them. I think next I would put Pauline. as I like Pauline's vibe. And mind you, I'm going off of adult Pauline, so don't work in anything of, Pauline being underage in DK Bonanza, because just no. Let's... Cute as a young girl who's singing, but that's completely disconnected from everything. Pauline, her vibe, again, as I was saying earlier, I kind of already went into it, but not only is she's an accomplished woman who is also an accomplished singer, and she's just pretty. And I liked her voice actress who portrayed her in Super Mario Odyssey. So she's also got a deeper voice. And this is something that I gravitate towards the contraltos. Though any deep voice in general, even for any streamers out there, if you ever feel self-conscious about having a deep voice, use it. Because it is like audio velvet. And it is appreciated big time. So, I'm going to throw that out there because I know I've heard some individuals, in some cases it's a bit of a cultural thing, who are ever self-conscious about having a lower vocal register. And yeah, she's a cute kid in DK Bonanza, but that is completely separate from it because... Kid. Nope. Oh, just no. We're not doing any anime right now. Saw your time, Miss G. Have a wonderful night. May you have beautiful dreams, and may every vision that enters your mind be so wonderful that you can hold it dear to your heart. Hold a small pixel of light from it, and carry it back to the hours of the waking. So until we meet again, my good friend, until you return to the Zettaplex, good night. And here's actually then, I guess, maybe the surprise for how much of a Bowser simp I am. Peach is lowest on my list. I've appreciated that Nintendo has tried to take her character in some different directions. And in some cases, and in many portrayals, I think she can still be a very strong character. She, I don't think, brings anything above the others. I love her paired up. I love her as a, I love to project the ship of her with Bowser. There's also a lot of it. This is a little bit on the fandom that can kind of twist her character in a negative direction as well. Also, some things I won't get into on stream. But I appreciate them as a pair with that little twist of headcanon in there. That, of course, Nintendo, whenever talking about any shipping, they're suddenly like, Mario and Peach are just friends. They are nothing more. Never, ever, not have ever been. Okay, well, give us a couple. And recognizing there is a lot of still Bowser in many interpretations, Bowser and Peach is not healthy because he's like, I'm kidnapping you. I didn't consent. So of course I love to have fun and play with it, flipping on its head that it's actually a bit of a game where it's like, I'm kidnapping you, my Peach. Oh, Bowser, you cad. All right, same time next week.
Anytime you want, my Peach.
Can you both cause... Oh my god. Your Peach gets 2 Bowsers? Oh my. Now that would be a fun thing to do. I mean, considering, I could just dress up like Bowser. I could just dress up like Biker Bowser. So yeah, I've got... For reasons canon and not canon, I've got complicated feelings towards Peach. And, Good morning, Gethist. How you be? I'll admit I was hi. I'm sorry being a little caught off guard right now. You and Kage both. Good morning. Do writers know about canon as well? Probably. I suspect a lot of Nintendo writers, they know. Because it's like Disney, where a lot of I think especially with how they've turned Bowser into such a dorky Peach simp, they've seen what a lot of people have done, and it matches at least what they want to do with his character, to give him this third dimension of, yes, okay, the whole capture Peach, fine, this is great, but there's something more to it. The Bowser and Peach parody, but for some reason you can't talk about it on stream. I mean, is it? I assume it's what is it, Scotty Too Hottie one, where no, I don't think that's the one. Bowser and Peach parody. You might actually have to send it to me, because I was thinking of Save Me Mario, which, you know, certainly paints Peach in a very negative light. What do you mean? Peach cheating with Toad? Golly. No comment on that one. Now there's a toxic pairing. But I won't go into details because that'll get dark fast. I know, I regret you're probably popping in pretty close to the end, because I know it is a little... A French cartoon parody channel, quoi? DM, s'il vous plaît. Now I'm curious as to what this is. Because I have a feeling this might be something truly terrible, but I want to see this. Probably off stream, but... So that's the little list. And I will say, you know, there's a few that are a bit harder to put into things, like Goombella, I love, from Thousand Year Door. And Vivian is also a lovely character from Thousand Year Door. Both of them, in their own right, they're charming. And I'm sad that with Thousand Year Door being another one of my favorite games, I love all the different Mario RPGs. I thought Bella was terribly nerfed in the reinterpretation of Thousand Year Door, because Bella is sassy. Bella is coded to be such a valley girl. And unfortunately, there's some things that in the original Thousand Year Door definitely age like milk, where you get people creeping on Bella. But the thing about the plot point is Bella would always clap back and be like, oh my god, like, no, you're disgusting and I'm gonna kick your ass. And I thought it was unfortunate, because you get these moments that Bella could shine by punching back. And I feel like in trying to clean up the dialogue a little bit, it nerfed Bella's spice, as a personal opinion. But they were also clearer about Vivian, which, you know, Vivian is, she's pleasant, and she's bullied, and, you know, plot point, Vivian is trans. So you get her sisters who are just terrorizing her, bullying her, beating her down more and more and more, and making her feel like she's lesser and completely insignificant, and making fun of her for who she is. But she's just nice. And eventually she gets to essentially punch them in the face for being assholes to her. She finally gets to punch back. I love Vivian as a character who, she is pleasant. She's got a cute flirtatious energy. And she gets to stand up for herself. I love characters that are allowed to punch back. Because it is not good writing to have a bully target. To have a character who you just wail on, and oh, it's funny because they're the one who receives all the punishment. No, and even if it is 2D writing, where character dynamics reset at the beginning of every episode, let the bullied character punch back. because it can do, especially anyone who consumes things like this, it can do some really dark stuff to see a character who does not grow and is just there to be bullied and constantly terrorized and never allowed because they're stuck wallowing in the abuse. That's a very dark mirror of what some people go through in real life. So the fact that you have a character like Vivian who can punch back against her abusive sisters, or some characters in other franchises who maybe once or twice were finally allowed to punch back and show that they're not the worthless, abused punching bag that they were stuck being. Your job as abuse victim. No, bad writing. Terrible writing. And if you think that is the punchline to watch the abuse victim just get beaten up again and again and again and again, I strongly recommend you consider what you find entertaining. And the choices made, because I'm going to say that is objectively bad writing. That is objectively, even from a creator's perspective, that is terrible to give your audience and look at someone to go like, oh, that's cute. This is the one we beat up on. No, don't do that. Because this is where I'm going to get very real for a second. And if you get someone who is tuning in and they might end up identifying with that, because here's a sad thing, that there's some people where that reflects their real life. It is gross. And usually a sign of something else that is very, very wrong. If there is endless humor that comes down to just beating up on someone. Which I realize is a bit of a tangent. And good morning, Constance in 856. I realize I'm going off the rails on that one. But come on in. Make yourself welcome. Just talking a little bit. We go from rating rating Nintendo princesses, Mario princesses, I guess, if you will. Suddenly, I was trying to think if Rosalina, if she was explicitly. I'm pretty sure she has. Now I'm having like this weird Mandela effect where I almost feel like for some reason Rosalina almost was considered to fall into a queen perspective rather than just princess. But I might be projecting. My mind is getting a little mixed up. Oh God, what other women have there been in the Mario series? So you get some of the female Bowsette crowned versions of things. And Toadette, I don't even know where to place Toadette. I respect Toadette as a character, but I don't know if I feel any strong positive or negative draw to her. Aside from just kind of noticing that she's the project manager of the Captain Toad expeditions, where it's just, she's the one who's got all the organized stuff to be like, yep, here's everything we need for all these adventures. And Tux, peut-être que Gigi pourra ranger tout ça. I'll have to check that out later. But yeah, little thing for any of you writers out there. Obviously, there's many different styles of writing. There's many things where the intention is Looney Tunes reset the narrative every episode. But look at characters, one, from a point of how to tell a story. But I think let your characters grow. Let them show dimension. If it's whatever your intent is with telling a story, the more you can I'm trying to think of the right words to use. But I think it's good to let a character have a chance to grow. Because it's, in some cases, yes, it is thematic to a story to have a character who has an unavoidable, pitiful, sad ending. But I think you can accomplish tragedy while also allowing someone a chance to grow beyond that. Honestly, thinking of many stories, it feels like a critique of a lot of Disney movies, where Lilo and Stitch live action.
Ohana means family.
Not anymore. It means that, Lonnie's going to go off to the mainland U.S. and go to marine biology school, even though she doesn't have to, because, Hawaii is like one of the greatest destinations for it. And, Ohana means family, except when it's convenient to the plot to bring everyone tragedy, realism, and something that reminds them of something depressive that can happen in real life. No. No. You're ruining why people love a Disney film. Do people want a happily ever after? Yes. Give them the happily ever after. I say this from a very selfish perspective of someone who will send you out of my world with a dream. And dreams power the heart and soul. So if you think something is more realistic to be depressing, then, bro, you're in the wrong industry. There's enough pity porn. It's called the news. It's called dysfunctional families. Don't remind people of that crap. Or you're just getting rich off of cheap tat that you've repackaged into a live action thing. So, that's my screed on that one. Hot take. My. We tend to go all over the place. I realize whenever it's the chatting stream, sometimes once we get into about close to 4 hours now, I hope you enjoy spending some time in these conversations. I am here to entertain. I know sometimes they can go in a introspective direction. Because I always hope that there is something that can connect with an emotion, one way or another. And hopefully can hopefully inspire something at the end of the day. Also, good morning, Holy Platinum. How you being today? How are you doing today? Words. You are up early. I was gonna say, I think it's about 7 a.m. where you are, if I remember correctly, but good morning, my dude. Thank you. I actually realized I need to update something. But, Holy Platinum's got something. And good morning, Nibello. It is very early for you. How you be today? I'm sorry I'm streaming in the middle of the night for you guys. Well, early morning. Getting ready probably actually to call it a day soon and actually do like a normal evening stream for Monday. Trying to get back in the habit of that. Get back into the rhythm, Get everything straightened out. 6 a.m. Okay, it's 6 a.m. You're 2 hours ahead. I was trying to think. You're 2 hours. Interesting. I was trying to think about time zones for a sec. And yet, I think you're farther east than Diamond. Okay, fair enough. Getting sleepy. Yep. Oh. I think it's about time we call it a night. So let me even think where to send y'all on off to in a moment. Because I think tomorrow night we will actually play a video game. Honk Shoe Mimis. So this might be a bit of a controversial one, but I think I know where I want to send you. And I think it's time for us to call it a night. We're gonna try something different. If y'all are comfortable with it, I think I might send y'all on off to an ASMR stream. I've got Braver Cube, who actually does some really good soothing stuff. If I play Lumines Holler, yes. I think Lumines probably will be tomorrow night, just because I know I've been meaning to actually jump in and start it. And I just want to experience it. Y'all might end up seeing me cry, because of course it's an enhanced game, so you know, it's an emotional journey. But I'm gonna get ready to send y'all off to a moment, as it's time for everything to go dark in the Zetaplex. Thank you for sharing a memory with me. And I hope I can give you South African. Oh, well, I'm sorry. I saw you earlier, Diane, but welcome. Okay, that makes sense with the Dutch name. So if you don't mind me, welcome. We might have had, I know we've had other, I think we might have had someone from South Africa, but it's been a while. Egypt is the one other country that I know we've had someone from in Africa, which you know is a completely different part of Egypt, but yeah, I think you're either the first or might have been the second from South Africa. So, welcome. And I do hope that you are doing well on this side of the world.
I bet I'm your favorite.
And thank you for the follow, Fanny Art. Coming in right at the end, but I appreciate you. And gonna be back online to have some more fun sometime soon. Probably going live Monday night, U.S. Central Time. Ideally 7 o'clock, but you know, we'll see where that all goes. But thank you for being a part of my world. Thank you for this chance to go around with you. Thank you for leading me deep into your world. Of course, I'm in the Zetaplex. We got some good. Where did I come from? I come from a dream world. Fanny art. In fact, actually getting ready for a new look soon, but I am a dream dragon. Come visit me. All I ask is a memory. And when you're ready to leave my world, I will leave you with a dream. So, let's get ready for some honkshumimis. I know, I'm revealing some late night surprises to y'all. And also, a raid message. And greetings from Mexico. Welcome. So I know right at the end, I do look forward, I'm going to check out your stuff. Because of course I love seeing art. But I'm going to send y'all off to Braver Cube. And he will help y'all relax and get off to a dreamland. So all my digital dreamers, thank you for being a part of my world. And until we meet again, I will see you all. Holy Platinum later. I can't believe you. Shame on you. There is no tail. There is no tail. I don't know what you're all talking about. Go be good for where I'm sending y'all off to. And I will see you all in another dream soon. Good night, digital dream.